I'm thinking.
No, there's no. Are you really considering this?
Sam Darnold is better than Bo Nix.
Oh my God!
What? No, you're done.
You're a delusional Broncos fan. Someone.
I
back
haven't
me,
even
please.
talked yet. How do you know what I'm going to say? All right, if you
Unbiased
shut
to
the
your
hell up
team.
for a second, I'd
Being
let you know.
unbiased.
All I've heard is a bunch of false narratives that you read on Instagram Reels and ChatGPT, and you bring up on this podcast and expect me not to call you out on your bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Gabe Dowd, and joining me are my two lovely co-hosts. You know him, you love him. The man to my right is Nick Walters, the Crockpot, a.k.a. Big Whopp.
Yes, sir.
Every nickname, he's got it. You need
got
to get
three
to
of them
know
now.
it. So if you ever see him, you need to address him as one of them.
Address me as the Crockpot.
The Crockpot. Or the Tapeworm if you want to get into that discussion further later.
Oh God.
Our
Future
other
off the
man
field topic.
doesn't have as many nicknames, but he doesn't need them. He's well known. Dom Capuano, Capuano, a.k.a. Domi Salami. Can we be honest?
No.
You guys saw me slouched on the recliner before we started the show. I'm a little...
You looked like you were going to fall asleep.
I'm trying to fake it till I make it. I'm trying to get in the zone. I was in the zone. Now it's time to really get in the zone.
You're like
So-
that.
rocking.
You're like that microwave that you can pull out of a scrapyard after 30 years and it still turns on.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the good Facebook Marketplace line. That you
Yeah, there we
use.
go.
You're like an air conditioner.
Okay, so like...
And
yeah,
rest like a chair.
Here's the thing, like the microwave. I may disappoint you at times, but overall, I'm very consistent. I get the job done efficiently. But there are going to be days
I
where
love my
the center's
microwave.
still cold, you know?
That's fine.
That's fine.
I'll still eat it.
Well, last week during the intro, we did it. I think we do it again this week. What is our weekly check-in? How are we feeling outside of football talk? Dom, we'll start with you. How we doing? How's school? How's life? How's work? And don't give me the same old bullshit. Actually hit me with
Went
something.
through the hell week at school, if you will, accelerated course midterms, and then just big
It is
tests.
midterm time.
They all like to fall in 1 week for some reason. I haven't
Yeah.
figured that one out, but
Before
yeah.
I get to my midterm
That was
shit,
hell.
I can't wait to hear what Rick's got going on. How's our week? It's only Tuesday, Nick. I saw you guys show me ran. You weren't looking like a ball of joy. Hit me with
I'm
it.
not a ball of joy, and you know why?
Why?
Because I drive to school 40 minutes every day.
God.
And half the time, my classes are canceled. The teachers don't show up. They don't show up on time. This happens, that happens. I feel like I'm just wasting my time at this point. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? And
But-
then they got all sorts of conversases that I won't get into because they're
Yeah,
not.
God, that'll go.
They're not good. They're not good.
If you thought Dom was gonna moderate that last week's episode, just wait until we went into those. But
Look it up.
Dom was right. Hit it on the money. It is midterms. Next week's the official week for me, but this week my physical world lab professor decided to email us last night and say, "Boys, you guys got a freaking exam tomorrow morning," and all of us were like, "Wait, no study review, no review class, no."
Yeah, it's
hey,
like a pop quiz.
here's a grace period. No,
Right.
midterm right now. We all walk in today. Lecture hall set up, so we're all like, we'll sit near each other. We'll help each other out. We'll be in cahoots. Let's get this thing going. Nope, 2 seats in between, everyone spread apart.
Yep.
And we were all fucked. We all looked around like, damn.
Yeah.
That's the second you know
You never
it's
would have
over.
thought you'd be learning about hurricanes, glaciers, and shit you think with common sense, man. He asking me what direction the longshore transport's going. Man, I couldn't tell you from left or right. And
Did you
you're
get the
gonna
grade
ask me?
back yet?
Not yet, man. I'm fearful of it. I mean, I'm
I'll
hoping I
pray
got
for
at
you.
least a
I'll
70,
pray
80
for
on
you.
it, considering a lot of it was about sea level rise. I think I can bullshit sea level.
Hey,
Was it multiple choice?
If you
or short
couldn't
answer?
tell, okay, half of it was multiple choice. That's where my 60 points are going to come from.
Fair.
Now, I'm confident I'll get at least 20% of the written choices because if you bullshit with logic,
Yes.
teachers will bite that
They'll give
shit.
you half credit at least.
Exactly.
Partial credit's
So if
my
I can
savior.
get half credit, I might be successful in this. I just got to pass. I don't got to look like a genius.
Yeah.
I ain't going to school for science. I'm going to school for sports. Come on now. Boys, if you couldn't tell, man, we're Halloweened up. It is, well, it's
Yeah,
not
I
I was
October
gonna
1st
say
yet,
we got a special treat for the viewers,
but it is
today.
going to be October 1st in 2 hours. And we figured what no better
That's
way to
crazy.
show it than to celebrate the month
And Walmart has Christmas stuff up.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
does
took a
Kohl's.
picture of it. I was
So
flabbergasted.
does Kohl's.
That's absurd.
That's absurd. Christmas? We're not even in October technically. We got 2 hours.
Yep.
120 minutes.
So I had this conversation with one of my coworkers, and we're like, stores love to combine Christmas, Halloween, and Thanksgiving.
Whatever they can do to get that money.
Now,
the best
excuse
stretch of
me
the
for
year.
going on my phone right now, but
Oh,
we
God.
made
Oh,
up
we
a
already
brand new
knew it.
word, and it's combines Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Any ideas before I release it? It's already copyrighted.
All right, give us the order.
Yeah,
Is it
It's in order. It's
Okay.
in order of the holidays.
Holly Given Miss?
That's actually good.
No, but that's not bad. It is Happy Hollow Thank Marismas.
Happy
That's
Hollow
fire.
Thank Marismas?
Yes. Happy Hollow Thank Marismas.
Man, we can come up with something better than that.
I like
Wow.
mine.
Wow.
What was yours?
I don't even remember.
Great start.
Holla giving this.
We got the
Something like
Halloween
that.
decor. We got the Halloween Jade Baron football card. I told you it was worth leaving it down here. It worked perfectly.
Okay.
Y'all trash
I'll
me for
eat my
being quote
words.
unquote
I'll eat
lazy,
my
man. It
words.
worked out perfectly. Without further ado, let's get on to some football because I know that's what we're here for. Episode 48. I had to check the whiteboard. Episode 48 is what we're here. We're checking in week 4 reactions. We got to give you our week 4 2-minute drill with Dom, our week 4 Pick Ems. You know, I enjoyed breaking up the pace last week. We had something to break it up. So this week I figured we're going to do Would You Rather. I wanted to be a little bit of a surprise, but this asshole right here had to go look. It's the perfect segue into the first game we're going to be covering this week. It's going to be Sam Darnold, Would You Rather.
Oh, God.
Nick, you're going to eat it up. I can't wait to hear you go. Because I need more than just Would You Rather. I need you to just lay it in because I know what you're going to do in every single one of them. And Dom, I'd love to see you,
I'll defend myself. I will.
It's
with
the
my
battle.
heart.
But be logical. Let's not be like the days of Geno Smith where you just said he was better than Tom
Geno
Brady
Smith is
and
fucking
Justin
terrible.
Herbert.
By the way, 6 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Because there is a
6,
clip
7,
out there
6,
of him saying that he would, oh my God, you did it on the show. You did it on the
Benito
show.
did it.
He did do it. He did do it. And his looked great. And it's everywhere. There is a clip of you saying you would take Geno over Justin Herbert, and I will not let that go. So you better be logical tonight because this could be year 2 of you making yourself look stupid.
Okay.
Without further ado, episode 48, Dom, take us away.
So we all know that the Broncos can't succeed on the field, so they have to do it off the field.
28
so
to 3.
We have Broncos
3 sacks. Not
Fucking
1
talk.
touchdown allowed.
Fucking dog.
Nick
You guys
Benito-
played Jake
we
Browning
have
in the
Bo
fucking
Nix had
Bengals.
more
We have the most
offensive
sacks in
yards
the
alone.
NFL. Bo Nix,
Let's save
Josh
this.
Allen,
Let's
and
save
Lamar
this.
Jackson.
Let's save this. I'm gonna for the first time ever say let's say this because I got you covering that.
Anyways, Broncos wide receiver Trent Sherfield was the Week 4 NFLPA Community MVP for teaming up with WeCycle to distribute diapers, baby food, baby wipes, and other essentials to those in need in Colorado.
Beautiful.
This sounds like Walter Payton Man of the Year type stuff right here.
I think it's a similar,
sir.
just like, more under the radar award. I actually am not gonna lie. I have not seen this award give out a weekly basis, or at least they don't highlight it as much.
I've never heard of it, honestly.
I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
Week 4, it's just the first time. What do we do? Like, is this a weekly award, and I've just been blind to it?
Maybe it's just because our guy won.
I was gonna say. I mean, I'm glad one of our players. It looks great for the organization, the team, and also just a great acting community. I mean, there's a lot of assholes in this world. It's good to know there's some good ones out there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, good on Trent Sherfield. I'm
Good
glad
assholes.
To see. Sorry, there's good people aside from the mass majority of assholes in this country. And you know what?
in this world.
What other way to do it than to give back to children of all? They're the ones really in need. So I appreciate this move.
But next up, multiple teams believe that Seahawks cornerback Tariq Woolen could be acquired before the trade deadline. My thoughts? Well, I hope so, because Tariq Woolen, holy cow, he looks terrible. In my opinion, we have so many standout, just new signings and backups. We have so much depth at the defensive back position.
Kobe Bryant's honestly not
Josh
playing half
Jobe,
bad.
Kobe Bryant,
If he
Devin
didn't-
Witherspoon.
If that pick wasn't fumbled, he goes home with a pick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And that obviously turns into a field goal. They're already in field goal range. We're going to get to it, obviously.
Now-
but I'm just saying it highlights the play of the other corners around him that aren't getting this playing time because of it.
Yeah. And I mean, we just got our new signing, Nick Emma.
Amenwari.
Emanor.
You know what I was going for. We get him back this week.
Yep.
So it's just the amount of depth because we saw those players stand up. I mean, Josh Jobe just looks phenomenal.
So
for a
now that we
backup.
had you
Couldn't even
speak
tell.
on, from a Seahawks perspective of all people, why this should happen, I'm now going to pass this to you, Nick. What are some teams that make sense for this? Because obviously we need to take with a grain of salt that meanwhile he might not be playing good now. A change of scenery always helps, as we're seeing with many other people.
And we got to trade him
what
now
is
while he has value.
Exactly. And I don't want teams to be fearful because I'm not going to lie. If the right price, I would take him at the way the secondary is playing.
100%.
So my question to you is, what defenses in need do you actually see this fitting, and are there any interesting fits that you like yourself?
I wouldn't mind if we got him.
I was going to say, I'm not going to lie.
I
I'm
wouldn't
looking
mind
into this.
that.
I would give up a third or fourth for him.
I'd say Buffalo.
Ooh, oh my God, yeah, Buffalo could benefit from this big. Yep.
Yeah. I think they're my number 1 team. I think Baltimore.
I was just
could
going to
use
say
them.
my pick
Especially
would be
after the
Baltimore,
injuries
considering
they
the
just
injuries.
went through.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a team that doesn't need draft capital. Go get this team so you can win a couple games until Lamar's back. Obviously, we're going to get to it, but prioritize what you can get done. And I'm not going to lie. Yes, he's having a slow dip to his, what is this, his 4th season, Tariq Woolen?
Yep.
But
No,
I don't.
third.
This is
I
not
think it's his
third.
third.
Exactly. He's young. This is not a wrap on his career. There's still a lot more juice left. Unfortunately, I just think that maybe his time in Seattle's getting a little stale. We could be wrong. It's
He was
week
drafted
4.
in 2022.
It's week
so
4.
It's his
third year. So exactly my point. Big headline nonetheless. That's why I wanted to speculate on it, and I wanted you specifically to talk on it. Definitely will be interesting. Stay tuned in a couple weeks. Guys, 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to be talking about our mid-trade deadline predictions. So
That's crazy.
Exactly.
Already here,
We're
guys.
already a month in, and within a month, we're going to be giving our predictions of who could be traded at the deadline. So stay tuned for that. And shit, Tariq Woolen could be on that list, if
Yep.
not already traded.
Well, next up, on a very unfortunate piece of news,
Heartbreaking.
MetLife takes another knee, ACL. Giant star wide receiver Malik Neighbors has torn his ACL and will miss the rest of the season.
I posted the clip the night that this happened. I don't know how much more clear because obviously our outlet's not big. We only go to the certain people we reach out to. But what I will say is we're not the only people. What are you laughing at?
Nick, breathing into the mic.
Oh, my apologies. You want me to hold my breath the whole fucking episode?
Till your face turns blue. Sorry, continue.
The
Gabe.
one time I didn't even hear you.
No, it was bad.
Anyways, I posted a clip when Malik Neighbors tore his ACL that NFL facilities such as SoFi Stadium absolutely have to get rid of the turf fields.
No, yeah.
Every athlete has spoke on getting rid of the turf fields. NFL owners, we understand you're rich, you don't care. The product of the field and money does not change for you. At what point do we have to stop losing our star players because of this shit?
It was Odell that.
I'm not
was
going to
coming out and
blame the
saying-
turf on
Yeah,
Joe Burrow,
he did.
or I'm not going to blame Joe Burrow's injury history on turf. But arguably,
No, you blame that on their
but
fucking
arguably,
O-line. Oh my god.
But arguably, we're killing our biggest athletes because of it.
Just a few weeks ago, we discussed Najee Harris. He played his whole career at Heinz Field. Or what's
3
called something
games
different
into
now,
being for the
but
Chargers
whatever.
so far.
Exactly.
And that's why I posted that clip. That's why we made that clip. That injury right there, and now it's been revamped with this right here.
Yeah. Amplified.
I mean, Nick Bosa's another one. He tore his first
Yes.
ACL tear at MetLife. Now, the second one, I know he did tear it on grass, which it very well can happen.
Yeah, but once your knee's weak,
much
it's weak
less-
for life.
exactly.
Even look
exactly.
at FedEx Field in
Oh,
Washington.
Yes.
That field is
Maryland.
notorious.
Terrible.
Alex Smith.
Terrible. Joe Burrow. That's where it happened.
Yeah.
His rookie
Yep.
year.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't blame the turf on that one.
No, but I'm just saying it's
in general,
it's the
it's-
same places in which these
Yes. Yep.
tragedies happen at. And the reason, and I know this is not outweighed compared to any other injury. An injury is an injury at the end of the day. But this is a promising receiver that for the last year we have been talking about taking that step of being the next Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson level of
my
receiver.
God, yeah.
Especially with the the level that Jackson Dart was playing at. And if anyone needs him more now than ever, it's Dable and Dart. And this is going to be terrible for anyone involved. Good thing is his Neighbors is in great spirits. He does not look at all affected mentally. I have full confidence he's going to recover.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. It just sucks
Have
that this
we
even has to happen.
heard any news on Tank Dell? I feel like he's a name that people have forgotten
Recovery, I'm not going to lie to you. Recovery must be slow. If we're not hearing anything, because I have not heard anything come from D'Amico.
Yeah,
I've not
not
come
good,
anything come
not
from
bad,
Texans
nothing.
reporters. Nothing. There has not been anything.
about. Yeah,
So it does make you question how slow is recovery going right now.
yeah.
Nick's going to look on that further, so we will get to that in just a second. But again, another team. If anyone needs it now more than ever, it is C.J. Stroud, and we're going to get to that.
As
so.
of yesterday, fan favorite
interesting.
wide receiver Tank Dell is reportedly making big strides in his recovery from his
Oh,
injury.
shit, okay.
Not what every fan wants to hear, as that sometimes is just a something to give you something to work.
Well,
with,
Aaron
some
Rodgers
teeth
came
into,
back from
but-
it extraordinarily quick, so.
Yeah, but Tank Dell's was disgusting. It was
Yeah.
bad. He tore
Oh
almost
my
every
God,
ligament.
yeah. I mean,
it was terrible.
This is a quote from Ross Tucker of CBS. We did see Tank Dell was outrunning sprints, which is encouraging.
So he's putting weight on it now, fully and running on it. That's
Yeah.
good.
So
Sprints, too, yeah.
it might not be too much longer.
We may see him
I
by
would
the end
love
of the
to see
season.
him. I was gonna say I'd love to see him back by week 10, 12.
Says whether Dell will return this season remains a mystery. However, the news of him running sprints is welcoming news for a Texans fan base.
You know what I
hoping
think this
see
is
the
going to come
offense
down
break
to?
out.
This is going to come down to whether they make
What
the
their record
playoffs.
is, yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't rush
And
him
right
back.
now, it's not looking
Like
pretty.
Aaron Rodgers, he kept saying, "Oh, I'm gonna come back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back."
I wouldn't rush
And
him
they
back,
sucked.
but if they go on a 6-7 game
That's
win
debatable. That's debatable.
What's debatable?
Aaron Rodgers sucking after he came back. He had better stats.
No,
than
I
Patrick
mean the
Mahomes.
Jets sucked, so he
The
didn't come
Jet-
back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got
No,
you.
he was fine.
no,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
have any
yeah.
problem with
streak,
that.
shit after this past week's performance, looks like he ain't taking a step back. He may not even
He looks better than he did.
He
in
may
New
not
York.
even be done after this year. But yeah, well, I mean, hey, stick with the Texans. That was a perfect segue.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
The Texans are trading offensive tackle Cam Robinson to the Browns for
That
a
was
late
quick
round
trade.
pick swap.
We just talked about how they
I
signed
was
him
gonna
2
say,
months ago.
yeah.
2 months ago, they signed him.
Hey, that's a free draft pick.
And
you just
now
got out of-
you've already traded him to a team after what we saw this week. Oh my God, Joe Flacco! I know you're old, but Jesus
Oh
Christ!
my God! Did you guys hear
There was
that
no
Dylan
blocking.
Gabriel is
Worked
starting
to-
this week? Sorry, I didn't see if it was on the news or not, but
cooked.
It should have been on there. I, don't think
I
it is,
have
actually.
a card signed by
But-
Dylan Gabriel, so he better become.
Oh,
a
it is.
GOAT.
It's the last piece. Thanks, Dom.
Do you know how much money that would be worth?
if he balls
If he
out,
balls
If
out.
he balls out and has a 20-year superstar, 3 Super Bowl.
As a fan of Oregon
Oh my
products, I'd love
God.
to see it happen.
Yeah, me
God,
too.
yeah.
I'd sell that card for millions.
Let me ask you a question. No, let's just get to it now. Let's just
let me
get
know
to
how
it
that
now.
goes.
Let's get to it now since Don broke it. Browns are expected to start quarterback Dylan Gabriel versus the Vikings Week 5 in London. Assuming this goes well, assuming they get everything they're anticipating out of this, do you keep Shador on the roster or do you ship him out by Week 8?
He needs to go to the Bengals. That's
No.
where I think
No,
he's
No,
gonna land.
no,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Not with
That
that
is not.
offensive
That's
line.
the same situation
Yes.
he's in now. So he can sit behind Burrow. No.
Burrow's out for 3 months.
That doesn't matter.
Where else would Shador
Yes,
go?
but he's under contract. If they're trading for him, they're picking up that contract then for the future.
Not-
You're not going to trade for Shador to
Putting
keep him
behind
there.
that offensive line, you're screwing him for the rest of his career.
They don't care about that though. But
Yeah,
I'm more
they
so
have
looking
Joe
at it as the
Burrow, one of the
longevity
best
of the
No,
QBs in the
Shador
league
cares
be-
about that.
I know, but I'm looking at the longevity of the move. To me, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
What team though could use a long-term quarterback?
The Browns.
He's already there.
Yeah, exactly. He's in the perfect spot.
There's got to be another team that the Jets could utilize that if Justin Fields keeps putting up the
Which
points,
it
but they're
doesn't
not getting
look
it
pretty.
He
done.
better not. That better not happen. Justin Fields better stay the start of the
Hey,
whole
did
year.
I not
It is not
predict
pretty.
this? Did I not predict Justin Fields would not work out with the Jets? They are 0-4.
I never said he would.
Yes, you did.
No, he said.
No,
that-
I didn't. I said
he'd
he'd
be a
work out
great
in fantasy.
quarterback.
He dropped 29 points yesterday.
Yeah.
My team scored 180.
No, I just said it. This is the most points the Jets have scored in years. They're just
Yeah,
not
yeah.
finishing.
To be fair, every one of the Jets' losses have come down to one.
And this
unlucky
will be the
drive.
first time you ever hear me say this. I don't blame this on coaching. I think this is you're a little bit shy in the skill department in terms of your players. I'm not gonna lie. I think if your quarterback plays elevated a little bit more, your offensive line's not injured, and your starting right guard's not out for
You
the
have
year.
two of the best running backs in the league.
You can't say that. You can't say that Brees Hall and Brown Allen
okay,
are two of the best running
not
backs in
maybe
the
Braylon
league.
Allen
the best,
especially,
but
though.
they're-
Which we're gonna get to that too.
they're
He
better.
might not even be top 12. 1 week does not determine the season, as we've seen clearly last night.
I know, but just looking from past history and past.
What has Braylon done? What has Braylon or Brees done that makes you qualify either of them as top running
Brees
backs?
was phenomenal last year.
Top 5?
Yeah, I'd say top 5.
Would you?
What's your
Brees
top
Hall.
5?
Brees Hall. Obviously Saquon.
Not this year.
Brees Hall.
Well, Brees Hall can be anywhere with. Yeah, in
Well,
no,
you already
in no
said it,
specific
so-
order. In
Yeah,
no specific
yeah,
order.
yeah.
In no specific order. Derrick Henry.
Yep.
Derrick Henry, Saquon, Brees Hall. Then what? I got 2 more.
Yep.
Christian McCaffrey was hurt, so I can't put him.
You very much so can. He played a decent amount
Did he?
last year. Yeah, he came back and played a decent chunk. Yeah.
Not until like the end of the season. He was out
He
for
came
most.
back like week 10.
Yeah, somewhere like
He didn't even play half the year.
other good running backs.
All right, let me fill you in when you're done with that. Actually, 'cause
I
this
can think
is-
of
this is
two
a- this is
more.
a good
I can
topic.
think of at least 2 more.
So
I'd
wait,
put in.
what's your 5? Are you confident in your 5? Did you
He's
say it
only has
already?
3.
Okay,
Joe
give me your
Mixon.
3.
Joe Mixon was phenomenal last year.
Okay, don't look. I want you to go based off of your recollection.
Well,
of
no,
last
I'm
year
just
was.
looking. I just need a list.
No, because you're gonna get it.
Okay, fine. Okay, so what do we got? We
Yeah,
got Joe
four.
Mixon, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry,
Brees Hall.
My last one. Seahawks, no. Broncos,
I can think of
definitely
2
not.
guys that should be on here.
Yeah, throw that in there.
2 guys. Throw it out there. Throw it
Both of them?
Just do one.
Just
Just
do one.
complete his
Let's
list.
do one.
Complete his list.
Jameer Gibbs.
Yes. Okay. So now,
yeah,
now knowing
absolutely,
what
yeah.
you know, I'm gonna provide you 2024's top running backs.
Okay.
Okay. Saquon Barkley 1, Derrick Henry 2,
Okay.
Jameer Gibbs 3,
Okay.
Bijan number 4, Josh Jacobs 5, Jonathan Taylor 6, Kyron Williams 7, James Cook 8, Joe Mixon 9. Number 10, Aaron Jones. Number 11, Bucky Irving. Number 12, Alvin Kamara. Number 13, Devon Achane. Number 14, James Conner. Number 15, Chuba Hubbard. We've already number 16, J.K. Dobbins. We've already clipped the top 15, and I have not heard Brees Hall yet. I am not diminishing Brees Hall's play. I'm simply providing you that Aaron Glenn is not the issue for losing right now. Rather, I think it's the incompleteness at each position. I think you upholster the offensive line, which it's no doubt we already knew that. You lost Elijah Vera Tucker. That was your greatest weakness now. Your quarterback, we completely understand that this is what's a nice way of putting this? A thrift shop, let's put it together for
Subpar.
one season bridge quarterback. That's exactly what this is. We are completely aware of what they're doing, and they're competing with it. Sure, the win column sucks. Go look at the actual game from start to finish.
Right,
This is
they're
not normal
not
Jets
getting
football.
blown out.
So my opinion, you add a young, explosive joker tight end if you know how to use it.
Please trade for Evan Engram.
You add to your offensive line and allow these good running backs to maybe flourish into something better than good. Sure. And this defense continues to thrive and they build with young talent through the draft. I think the Jets could be something in a few years under Aaron Glenn. But right now, I think you have to blame it on simply your players not finishing and the skill level in which you have. But considering they're competing with Justin Fields, with a banged-up O-line, with Braylon Allen going down, with Brees Hall having all these question marks, I'm honestly not so disappointed in the Jets. It's not the typical lackluster shit we see year in and year out. That's what I'm getting at. I don't want to diminish Breece Hall at all. I just don't think he's top 12 nor 15.
So I may have been thinking about the 2023 season.
No, for sure. First year in the league, he was explosive.
According to this Reddit post,
explosive. But so was Dameon Pierce.
Second in scrimmage yards,
Yep.
first in receptions, first in receiving yards, first in yards after catch,
no doubt, yeah.
sixth in yards after contact, and 12th in broken tackles, and third in receiving touchdowns.
Running backs in the NFL now are like iPhones year to year. Once you've had it for a year, it's outdated. There's no value, and the performance can change within 6 months.
Yes.
You miss one night of charge, it's done.
Okay.
One injury, done. Breece
That's
Hall
fair
has
then.
that one
That's
injury.
fair. I was thinking about.
I just wanted you to hear the names because then now you're going to realize, oh shit, they could have better in the backfield.
Oh yeah.
But now that makes you sit there and think, what does this look like if Justin Fields after this year, if they upgrade that position truly or draft someone who's worth putting the time into?
How much of that is the team around him as well? Because as we know, we can look at the Eagles time and time again.
So I will say this. The fact that they're also allowing the same amount of points they're scoring means what? There's a weakness on the defense. But I also think the unit and the core of the defense is strong enough that if you add to it, and a year underneath Aaron Glenn of comfort, knowing the scheme, knowing the plays, knowing everyone's chemistry, that will change like Vance Joseph kind of did. You're going to see it plateau and it'll get better over time. But the offense is where they're struggling. They're scoring points, sure. But you're not getting the quarterbacks in the fourth quarter when they know how to win football games like a Baker Mayfield or a Jalen Hurts does. That's what's not setting them apart from the rest of the teams in the AFC. That's why I'm not going to write the Jets off and call them the same old Jets. This Jets team has it. They're just not there yet.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if this is the Lions of 2020 or 2021 in a year or two with Aaron Glenn at the realm.
Sure.
And Nick, sorry, I'm going to steal a piece of your news, but it's too good of a segue not to go there. The Jets are likely placing running back Braylon Allen on IR for a sprained MCL.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, to add to Elijah Vera Tucker being out, to add to the questions in the running back room, you're not losing your youngest player on the team.
You just got Justin Fields back.
Arguably, we've said maybe game-changing level player. So, not to sit here and dwell on the Jets, but expectations, thoughts, etc. I mean, shit, we're on it. Let's talk about it now.
0-4.
I drafted Braylon Allen.
I don't think now's the year to look at record, honestly.
Because I figured they were going to trade Breece Hall and Braylon Allen was going to
Yeah,
get all these carries. And guess what? It's not working
It's
out.
not happening. It didn't happen.
I tried to trade him straight up for Christian McCaffrey.
He tried to fleece somebody. Didn't work.
You can't hate the player. You got to hate the game.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I got Sam Darnold starting as my fantasy quarterback this week
Yikes.
because Caleb Williams is on a bye week.
Half my team is on a bye.
Yeah, I'm at
I have no tight end at the moment.
Yeah, I'm out of tight ends too, even though Evan Ingram's healthy, but it feels like I don't have a tight end.
Just cut him.
I'm thinking about it.
Nobody's going to pick him up.
We're on the topic of injuries.
Oh my
Nick,
God.
Yeah,
hit us with
so-
the hard-hitting news that really hit us this week.
Baltimore Ravens are now ravaged with injury, starting with cornerback Marlon Humphrey, who is expected to miss multiple weeks with a calf injury.
Go get
Keep
Tariq Woolen.
going. Keep going.
What was the
I'm
pause?
gonna skip. I'm gonna do these out of order. I want to save the best for last.
I don't know if that's the best, bud. That's the.
Mamdi Matabuke is out for the season with a neck injury.
That was good. I'm proud of you. I am
Thank
so
you.
proud of you.
I didn't even stumble over that.
There you
That was
go.
fire.
Nor did you want to say his original first name.
No, I did not.
There you go.
He's out for the season with a neck injury.
That's brutal to the
That's-
defense. That's
That's bad. He's a
brutal.
good player. For
Game
them.
changer, impact player.
Now, you want to hear something brutal, game-changing, and impacting. Lamar Jackson. Yeah, that Lamar Jackson. Not
Quarterback,
not
Pro Bowler,
Jets cornerback
MVP.
Lamar Jackson. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Is expected to miss at least 2 to 3 games with a hamstring injury that most people thought was fake.
We did. We all speculated that this was a drama thing. This was a losing thing. This was a change of pace, a message sent to the team. No, this is a hamstring injury. Nick, what do we know about hamstring injuries in this league?
They are lingering.
It's bad. This is worrisome because, any Ravens fan will tell you, our Super Bowl odds just keep getting further and further when you lose to teams like
It's
the
bad.
Bills, like the teams like the Chiefs.
It's bad for the Ravens that already have started out this slow.
So that's the point I'm trying to
Yeah.
make. Usually
They're
they
already
start off
1-3.
like 6-2,
they
7-4.
gotta pick up some steam, and now this just completely
Yeah,
just
usually
Cooper
they
Rush is
start
not
off
going to get it
strong.
done.
yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they climb up the ladder of, oh shit, we're not good enough as these teams in the AFC Championship. This year, you're now starting behind everyone and playing catch up with a hurt team without your starting quarterback, with your coach in question, with the fan base outroaring worrisome comments.
Rightfully so.
And now you're chasing an AFC that's, yes, wide open, but also closing very quickly.
Now, I have some words for the Ravens. You're the Baltimore Ravens. You have a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. Why would you want a backup that's the
Elite.
complete opposite play style?
Elite.
Yes.
So why wouldn't
That's why
you
Tyler
be
Huntley
Ravens?
worked so
Yeah.
well.
That's why he went to the Pro
Why
Bowl. They
wouldn't
made
you
him
go
look okay enough
try to
play.
draft Jalen Monroe? Why wouldn't you try to go get the guy from the Patriots, Joe Milton? Why would you?
Can I throw you
Why
guys my
wouldn't
2
you just
cents?
get Tyler Huntley back?
Yeah, that's
So
a-
I was gonna mention it for the Bengals. I don't think I actually include it in this segment, but I was gonna in the next few weeks we're gonna talk about it, and if not, I'll do it right now. The Bengals need to go get out after. It's in the Broncos segment, but I'm gonna just say it now.
Yep.
After last night's performance, it is more clear than ever. It does not take Ocho Cinco to say it to go get this done. You have to address the quarterback room for right now. You cannot waste a season. It is very clear on Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins' face that you are actively wasting a year away off of their career, off their play, off of everything.
Yeah.
You have to go look into Russell Wilson despite what you like about him. You have to go inquire about Jameis Winston. Now, let me offer you a name that's interesting for not only the Bengals but another team. Why are we not inquiring, if we're the Ravens, on a guy like Trey Lance?
He had a good preseason.
Dom said it, similar play style, someone elusive, someone who offers the top end of the offense that Lamar offered. I don't think Cooper Rush does that. Have we seen Cooper win football games with the Cowboys? Yes, he's done it.
But
He's
he's
been
just
efficient.
not right for the scheme. Like, it's completely changed
And another
it up for all
name,
your players.
he does not have this play style, but another name that I'm surprised neither of these teams are inquiring about, more so the Bengals, Jimmy Garoppolo. Go inquire.
no.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
can't
no,
see
no,
that.
It's anything is
He
better
is
than Jake
washed.
Browning. It doesn't matter.
No.
Oh,
I would
Josh
much rather
Dobbs.
have Jake Browning,
Something.
not Josh Dobbs. either.
Something.
I
You
can
have
see
to
Trey
do
Lance
something.
for the Bengals. I can see Trey Lance.
Why is no one inquiring about people who have had strong preseasons?
The
Go
Bengals
where the
have to
numbers
do
are.
something. You look at Jamar Chase's numbers every single time Jake Browning has made a start. It's horrendous.
There's probably a reason those guys aren't.
We're
being
gonna call
targeted.
last night an outlier. He played Patrick Surtain, and it's not because Jake Browning was the quarterback. Go look at the last year and the year before. Patrick Surtain has had him locked every game. He's had his number every
But
week.
when you
every
have
year.
T. Higgins and Jamar Chase,
You've got to figure it out.
You
One
gotta
of
get
them's
more than
gotta
3
be there.
points.
Riley Moss struggled big
You
time
need to put
last
up more
year.
than 140 yards
Hey,
of
he
offense
whiffed one time last night, but he recovered.
in an entire game.
But to Dom's point, you not going to address this and you sticking with Jake Browning really shows me that you're throwing in the white towel for the season.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to Joe Burrow nor the rest of this team.
Well, I mean, Joe Burrow's going to come back in 3 months.
Go
to like
give
what?
up a draft pick.
A
I don't care.
2-win,
Do something.
like 9 team.
I mean, I just offered Kirk Cousins. God forbid. Do something.
That's
Like,
a lot of money. The Falcons would have to be willing.
I'm
to
just
eat.
saying, you've got to do something. Show something. Because right now, I don't care if it's a sign of belief in your players. We're
I don't
past
hate
that.
Kirk
Speaking of the
Cousins, man.
Falcons,
We're
why
past that.
with how Michael Penix Jr. has been performing, I'm surprised they haven't tried Kirk again.
I mean, he's winning a game. He got to win. They can't
That's
really
true.
bench him off of a win. That's at the
Yeah.
way wrong message. But I do think teams that aside from the money, if the Falcons will eat it,
Yeah.
go look into it. It does not hurt to
Oh,
inquire.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, I'm listing names off the top of my dome, and I'm just kind of surprised that we haven't got anything out yet. Jimmy G, easy. Josh Dobbs, easy. Trey Lance, I feel like John Harbaugh doesn't need that. These just got to fit in one of the systems, and I think the Ravens would be the best fit for Trey Lance.
It wouldn't work.
I would see Trey
It's
Lance
not forever,
more as
though.
a
I'd
Cincy
rather have
quarterback.
Cooper Rush.
This is for the 3 or 4 weeks of the foreseeable.
Yeah, but that's a waste of 3 to 4
And same
weeks.
with the Bengals. At least if you do that, I'm seeing you try. You're trying to put stock into something. He's got the arm
You
talent.
just
He's
need
got
to
the
bring
mobility.
somebody in just to get the momentum up.
There's nothing. They look drained. It almost was like as a Broncos fan, I was
Evil
like,
and
wow,
Trey
this is-
Hendrickson look knocked up.
Because
after
I want to
last
play
game.
competitive teams. I'm excited for the Eagles this week, even though I might know the outcome.
I knew the second I said that you were gonna look at me funny.
What'd you say? I didn't even hear you.
I said even Trey Lance looked knocked up after.
He doubled down on it too.
He said Trey Hendrickson the first time.
Oh,
and then he
said
said
Trey
knocked
Lance.
up, and you lost me.
Anyways,
Oh my
get on
God.
to the
All right.
next injury on our list.
Keeping it on with the injury list, Tyreek Hill will miss the rest of the season with a dislocated knee and multiple torn ligaments as he
He tore
tore
his
his
ACL.
ACL clean off that freaking bone.
It was gruesome.
I found it not funny, but funny last night when they said, "Oh, he just has a dislocated knee."
That was disgusting.
Anybody who saw that video, yeah, no shit, it's dislocated.
That thing was
So is
pointing the wrong way.
Everything else.
Can I
if
ask
you
you
can
boys a
ever see
question?
the bottom of your foot while sitting down, something has gone horribly awry.
Let me ask you guys this question without connecting this to the Antonio Brown situation or hell, even the Earl Thomas situation with Pete Carroll when he
brought
flipped
this
him
up
off.
with my own mother.
I need to
tonight.
know. I need to know. People are saying it's the adrenaline shock because, when you hurt yourself like that badly, you're not feeling it. And other people are saying that's Tyreek's sign of, I'm out of Miami. Which one is it? Which one do we believe more? And
I think his season's over. I mean, I think his career's
career,
over.
yeah.
career. Yeah, I was going to say.
Your
He's
whole
not-
shtick is your speed, and now that's probably going to be
You're not
gone.
coming back from that. I mean,
Well, we can't say that yet. We can't say that
I
yet.
mean, you do look at
You have to have
like,
some hope and prayer for the guy that he's going to be able to figure it out.
You'll come back from it, but you won't be Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And that's
You'll be-
By that, it's
going
going to be another year. He's going to be, what, 32?
He's
know,
already playing.
And some people close to me said who's going to want him. He's going to be a cancer to their team like Antonio Brown was, like D-Hop is right now, just kind of,
he's
wasting
not a
away
cancer to
time.
his team.
But he's wasting the spots. But anyways, the conversations I've had with the few people that I've talked with us in the last 48 hours, I've said, of course, there's plenty of teams that are going to take a whiff on this guy.
Oh, yeah.
I know many teams that would take 3 games in the playoffs with Tyreek Hill. I mean, the Chiefs are so desperate for anything, they would go pick him up to add to the Juju train if they had to. I can see it now next year. If Tyreek Hill waits till midseason next year to claim himself as healthy, or if that's how long it truly takes, that's the team that I can see, unfortunately, doing this. But when I saw it happen, I'm like, wow, this is Earl Thomas all over again.
Yep.
And this is me and you said this a lot. Everyone wants to joke and laugh about the AB situation. I think me and you, in the moment when it happened with the Patriots and then the Bucks, it's a kill moment because that was a guy that we loved watching.
Yeah.
That was a guy that me and you talked about relentlessly. We were fearful when he went to the Raiders. So to see Tyreek Hill, despite how long I hated him for when he was in the Chiefs,
I still hate him.
I still want him to be in the league. I still want a player of his level and his ability to be in the league because let's be real. Xavier Worthy is not Tyreek Hill. There's only one Tyreek Hill. There's one Cheetah for a reason. And, to see this be the way it goes, and if that's the last image of him, you're like Antonio Brown. You've now been labeled as the CTE guy who's got mental issues, who is immature at his age, and you already have the behavior shit. I do not want this to be the way he goes out.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked you guys, do you think it's an adrenaline rush, or do you think that was his way out of Miami right there on that cart when he
A
left?
little bit of
it was
both.
both.
A little
Yeah.
bit of both.
A little bit of both. It's sad. It's crazy.
But we really won't know until we see what he comes back as.
We won't know the offseason.
yeah.
They might release him before the offseason. We don't know
Yeah,
how that's
I
going to go.
wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, there's too much shit going on. I mean, Mike Daniels has gotten a lot
He
to do with.
begged to get out of there this whole offseason.
Yeah.
Before I
to
move
all
on
of a
to-
sudden start. Yeah.
I'm going to stay on it just for one more second because before I move to the Chargers, right on the Dolphins, Tua made a comment to the media last week about telling the people, and now this is where my respect for Tua is gone. You are a different man now. I'm kind of getting sick of the antics with you. You claimed, or you said to the media, rather, I'd like to see anyone on the streets come play quarterback. Tua, we know the quarterback is the hardest position. There's a reason why we're behind the desk and you're on the field. We are not you. We are not quarterbacks.
We're also not millionaires.
But
That's the side point. We're talking about just pure skill level.
do you know who he said that to?
When you who was it? Do you know? Because I actually didn't.
Yeah, I do know.
Who was it?
Cam fucking Newton.
Oh yeah, it was
The guy who
reference
won
to Cam Newton. Yes, it was in
MVP
reference
and
to Cam
went to
Newton.
the Super Bowl.
And this was the one, you talk about this. This is the one time I will defend Cam Newton because he did it for Baker Mayfield too. Everyone was saying that he was wrong for saying Baker's top 5 this year. Who are the two guys who said Baker's top 5 this year? You two have advocated for it week in and week out.
And
so
it
he
holds
said
up.
that he said Tua's play is terrible in short, and it is.
And he
it's
does.
awful. I mean, you love Tua. We've said he's a great game
I
manager.
was
He's elite
begging
at
to get him
times.
just 2 or 3 years ago.
But before, his quote to the media was, I'd like to see any of you guys come here and play quarterback. Tua, that's not the point. The point is you were not performing at the level you once were. For you to go up there and say that shows me, one, lack of maturity, and two, man, you're insecure. You know your play's not there, so you're fighting that by attacking the media. Now, granted, the media's coming at you. That's their job. Just like your job's to go win football games. Go play quarterback. Put the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Not sit there and say, I know it's a pick, but in practice, it's there every time. Your job's to adjust to the game. Nothing replicates a game.
Yeah, so am I
His
making this
response
up, or
pissed
did
me
he
off.
go off to the media like just a couple weeks ago and blame his defense for?
This is the problem. He keeps
probably
pointing
did.
the finger. He keeps pointing the finger. I can't approve or say that's a fact,
check it.
but I wouldn't put it past him. But no, this response rubbed me the wrong way this past week. For you to sit there and look at the media and say, I'd like to see any of you goes out there and play quarterback. No, take it on the chin and say, I'm not doing my job. I'm not performing at a high level.
Nix does it.
We're not winning football games. That's
24/7.
the problem. You beating the Jets 27-21 on Monday Night Football does not satisfy me. I want to see more. I want to see what you're doing 3 years ago, Tua. I want to see what you did at Alabama. I want to see the mature, young, quiet kid who was accurate, who was a great football player that we all spoke very highly of.
Yes.
And now you're fighting your lack of performance on the field by saying no one can replicate your job. We are fully aware of what your job entails. That's why there's 32 of you in the league, and the rest of us are behind a desk talking about you.
Yeah.
We are not your level. We fully are aware of that. But it is their job and our job to talk on it and question you and what you're thinking and why you're doing what you're doing on the field.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that pissed me off when I saw that clip. It drove me nuts.
It should drive everybody
That is not a
nuts.
quarterback speaking at that podium.
No, that's a guy.
That's an immature guy who's insecure about what is going on and needs to defend it in some other way. And I get it. You're human. That's your way of fighting whatever it is that's coming at you. But you're being paid to present that team in a very mature, formal manner. And that's not what you did right there.
Yeah.
And Cam Newton has all the fucking respect in the world to say it. He has done your job at a high level. He didn't win, but he went
did it
to
way
a Super
better
Bowl.
than you ever did.
He won an MVP. He led a team. He has been on multiple
went
teams.
15-1.
He
People
has the
forget
accolades.
how good he was in his
He has
prime.
the accolades to talk. If Cam Newton wants to talk on a quarterback, I'm going to let him talk on any quarterback he wants.
Yeah,
Now, we'll be the first to say here everyone does it. When he speaks a little too far, we call him out.
24-10.
But when Cam wants to talk, I'm going to sit there
Jump
and
on
at least
that
give him
ball,
the
Cam
floor to
Newton.
listen.
You should've
I'm
jumped
going to
on
at
that
least
ball.
listen to what he says because he has played the position at a very high level.
Right. I trust him more than I trust a Joe Buck.
We're fully aware he's
a-
crazy at times, but at the same time, he played the position at the highest level.
Exactly.
All right, now moving on from the Dolphins fiasco. Chargers star offensive tackle Joe Alt is expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks with a high ankle sprain. This sucks. I know it's temporary, so it is good news in a way. You already lost Rashawn Slater.
Yeah.
You lost to a team you have to beat. I'm not saying this as a Broncos fan. I'm saying this as a man who watches football and is talking about sports as a whole medium. The Chargers, you have to walk away winning that game. That is not a game you can lose. That is a game that you have to win no matter what the
Yeah,
injuries
I think
and case are.
they went into that game too confident, too cocky, thinking they're going to beat up on this team. And I mean, we just watched.
We
Cam
see it once a
Scannell
week.
go and
Can't
Jackson
overlook
Dart.
anybody.
Was it you that said on Sunday, I don't understand football anymore when this game was actually happening? I was one of you. One of you had said, I don't think I understand football anymore because
probably me, yeah.
because the amount of upsets, the amount of unpredictable.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about how. Yeah, I know why I said it. It's because you guys lost to. You guys
Colts.
lost to the Chargers,
And the Colts, yeah.
and then the Giants just came out and beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
And I mean,
You're like,
the
you-
Chargers beat the Chiefs, and the Giants. I don't know, something weird
They
like
beat
that.
top teams to lose to
Yeah.
what was that time 0-3.
Yeah.
And you said, I don't
It's just
understand football
unpredictable.
anymore.
You can never just come out and assume a team's gonna win.
But the point of this injury is you have to get that win right there in that moment because this win will bite you in the ass later in the season, and you can't lose any more pieces. As helpful as this is to other teams in the AFC, at the end of the day, losing Joe Alt for 2 to 3 weeks is big.
oh yeah,
Because now the Chargers, every win counts.
Yeah.
You start off 3-0, you have to continue. It's not like starting off slow and you got to get hot. You got to remain hot. There is no time to slow down at that
Yeah,
point.
the season's not over. It
No,
just
and
started.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little concerned because I saw flashes of old Herbert, and I'm gonna get to that later when we elaborate. But it's concerning. This injury is big because if he comes back from this high ankle sprain, it is not full 100%. Both your ends of your line are now screwed up, and they've done a great job of maintaining it ever since Rashawn went out.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes from this point forward. And to finish off the news, man, we got a lot of happy people. I'm gonna break the air, and I'm gonna be the one people who's actually excited for this. Bad Bunny will be performing this year's Super Bowl halftime show in San Francisco at Super Bowl 60. You can't say who. He is the biggest
did.
male Spanish superstar singer
I've never
artist
heard of him.
in the world.
neither have I.
I have nothing
And-
against the guy. I've just never heard of
Listen,
him.
At least I'm glad you guys aren't approaching it yet at the way everyone else is saying, well, he speaks
I've
Spanish,
heard a
we're not
lot
going
of-
to be able to perform it.
Well, no, no.
That's messed up. That is messed up. on all
That's
levels.
not how I'm coming at this at all.
No.
I don't watch the
I'm
halftime
coming
show
up
anyway, so it
like,
doesn't matter.
exactly. But
It's
I'm
the time to
coming
get
at this
snacks.
as a guy who watches football. I want to see an artist that I know, like an artist that I'm
Exactly.
relatable to.
But
I
I'm gonna
want to
be-
see Metallica, Luke Combs.
But I'm going to
There's
be
so
fair
many
with you. But I'm going to
artists
be
that
fair
could
with
on
you.
that.
But I'm going to be completely fair with you. We live in a day and age where the Super Bowl is a pop culture event.
Oh,
we're
100%.
we're talking
Which
about
is-
a minority of music. A lot of people frown on old dad rock. A lot of people frown on country music, which
is crazy.
It's crazy, but it's also just as crazy as us to say that we shouldn't have a prevalent Spanish artist provide his culture in an area that's predominantly led by a Spanish community in San Francisco.
That's fine. I didn't say they
And,
couldn't.
Yeah.
and he's paying to be there and to perform, and I can't. And I know Bad Bunny, so I'm gonna sit here and say that I'm excited for it. Will we know the words? If you're not diverse and you don't know speaking Spanish, you're not going to know it. But the beautiful part of it is you're going to get a performance that's hopefully theatrically driven,
See,
and it's going to be exciting.
and I
it'll
have-
add to our event.
I
And
have
we're there for football. You just
no
said.
issue with that. It's just I would so much rather just an artist that's relatable.
No, and I hear you.
someone
I
that
do
could
hear you. I do
enjoy.
hear you. But I
Because-
don't want this guy to be diminished because
I know,
no one knows
and I'm
him.
not diminishing him. I'm just saying I want to be able to watch the halftime show and enjoy it. Now I'm just gonna kind of watch it and be like, I don't know what I'm listening.
So you know, what, can I offer you like my piece of advice then?
Okay.
Be open-minded to it.
I
and
am.
just be entertained.
I am. I'm not closed-minded
That's like
to
what
it.
I was last year. Like I
You weren't a big
really
fan of
know
Kendrick?
Lamar.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
I like
fine.
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh
now.
yeah, no, Kendrick Lamar
Yeah,
had a
he did
very
a
good
fantastic
halftime.
job.
Same with the Weeknd the year before.
Allow this to be an
that was a few years
opportunity.
before.
That was wild.
That was
Was
the
that
Buck, that was the
already?
Bucks
Yeah,
Chiefs
that was
Super Bowl.
2021.
Oh,
too.
shit,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Allow this to be an opportunity for people to be open-minded and open to a genre of music that they typically aren't comfortably to open on their own time, is the way I'm viewing it. Again, I'm a guy coming from a WWE fan who watched him wrestle. I'm a guy who likes the song Chambe. I'm a guy I like Spanish music and I love my reggae.
See,
music,
and
so-
Gabe, I completely
but-
agree with it, and I'm completely open-minded to
I'm
it.
glad you're not like
It's
the rest
just-
of the media.
well, I'm not going to get into it, but it's it's a guy who's too
I hear your point completely.
controversial
No, I hear your point completely.
for this. It's just too much controversy in it And this guy, especially,
I don't know if controversy is the right word.
It is. It is controversial. He's very controversial with things he's said
he
and done in the past.
Is
To
he?
come out, yes, very.
I don't know if you can use the word controversial for this.
Very controversial. Very, very.
Every artist is controversial.
I know, but
Kendrick Lamar paid millions to go out there and dish Drake on a national level, and
I fucking loved it. I ate up every second
because
of
you
that
knew who he was, and
halftime
you
show.
could follow it because
Exactly,
it was our
yes.
culture. No, there's nothing to rebuttal that.
And I don't know. I'm open minded to it, and I'm not gonna put it down until I see it, and if I'll decide then if I like it or not. But I will say I would much rather a relatable artist, and I'll close it there.
Considering as someone who's going there, I would have loved to have seen a guy like Post Malone who's been rumored to do it for years now. But I also can see this. He is Spanish. Santa Clara and San Francisco is a Spanish-led community.
Yeah.
He's at the peak of his career, so it's great exposure.
Yeah, but
And a lot of our generation is young teenagers watching this sport now who listen to his style of music. Do they know the words? Probably not, but it's all social media driven. That's the point. You know, we can go on and on about artists being controversial.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But
nonetheless, I do want people to be more open-minded too. I hate that people are just saying he speaks Spanish. I don't want to hear it.
I'm not
that's
like a
not fair.
closed-minded, stay in a circle. No,
Yeah.
that's not. That's
This
not
guy
me.
is getting flamed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's bad.
Oh
It's
my
actually really
God.
bad. It's
Yeah.
to the point now where it's like it's been 24 hours and I'm not gonna say it's ever gonna get pulled. He's
Like-
probably put all the money and resource into it.
yeah.
But at what point does it become too big to just go through with?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna diss him in any way because I don't know who he is. I've never seen him perform. I just know there's a lot of controversy about things he said and done in the past.
Just
to
don't let
come
it
out
ruin
and-
the event as a
I'm
whole.
not.
Don't let it-
I don't think it's right to be doing this event and paying this money after what you've said in the past about doing event. It's too much
That's a
controversy.
conversation.
I won't get
That's a
into it.
conversation for another time.
But-
But I do hear what you're saying.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm open minded to it. I'll judge it after I see it.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, moving back on to the football side of things, boys. We got Would You Rather before we get on to our
Oh boy.
Turf Talk primetime games, if you will. We've got Would You Rather Sam Darnold. So I'm going to give you guys 5 Would You Rather rounds technically. But I wanted to give you guys a little, context, some background, just so you know. Going into week 5, Sam Darnold's ranked 13th among all other quarterback and passers in the league. He is 70 of 100 attempts with 905 passing yards and a 5-to-2 touchdown interception ratio.
Is that accurate?
So that is not, it's
I don't think
it's what I
that's
found on
accurate.
ESPN. I have it right here if you want to look at it. He is ranked 12th.
I thought he had 3 picks.
Or 13, sorry, my bad, 13. It says 5-2.
I don't think that's
Regardless, if it's one more pick or not, he's playing a little bit more efficient than I think
Oh,
most
that is
anticipated.
accurate.
I think that the story of the numbers don't give it all, but if you go watch the games, he's holding
playing
himself
better.
a little bit better
He's
than we
playing
expected.
better than the
Some of
numbers
us
show.
expected. Some of us
I
expected.
can confidently say he's playing
But-
better than what the numbers show.
Without looking just at where he ranks right now, because I think 13th is a healthy spot for him, considering what we all thought. Without further ado, a good way to debate it by doing Would You Rather. So let's start it off.
And Nick, be honest.
I
And
will
realistic.
be. I will be.
All right.
Look, I swear to God, if you
this
put
is
Cam
blind.
Ward over
No
this guy,
bias.
Should I add this is
Will
blind? You
Levis.
guys don't know who I'm doing yet. You guys have no clue who the names are going to be.
Yes, I
so this
don't-
is
not a
blind Would
clue.
You Rather. Would you rather Sam Darnold or CJ Stroud?
All right.
okay, hold on. Let's put some
You're
context.
going
to
off
this.
right now this season.
This season.
Yep.
I'm not looking in the past. I'm blind to the
You're
past.
obviously gonna be a little bit biased via like knowing what you know about the guy.
Like, should I be looking?
But
at
if he was going to be your starting quarterback right now
Sam Darnold
of this season,
easily,
so Sam Darnold, would you rather
without
CJ Stroud?
without a choice, without like even like a thought in my brain, Sam Darnold.
Now
And
you
that's-
can
I'm not being
consider-
biased. I'm not being
You
biased.
can consider the potential of the player in this moment. So
What I'm considering is the lack of offense around CJ Stroud without
that's why I
Tank
said
Dell
you
there.
can consider potential.
And that's where I'm getting tripped up because taking these stats, 4 picks versus 3 interceptions, 832 yards, against Sam Darnold's stats, obviously I'm going to take Sam Darnold. But Sam Darnold, you can't argue, has a much better supporting cast. And that's a good thing.
Oh,
JSN is
absolutely.
fantastic. He's
He is one of
third in the league in or second, in
was
receiving
second.
yards. And his offensive line's been playing pretty
Oh my
good.
God, phenomenal. Well, I won't say
K9
phenomenal.
and Zach Charbonnet have been playing decent enough.
I can't say that.
Better
Listen,
than any
we'll
running
get
back
to it.
CJ
We'll get to it.
Stroud
We'll get
has.
to it.
I saw an interesting stat line that said that the Seahawks have the number 1 like failing run like right out the gate, like
Good, it's your
0
turn. I'm tired
like
of it.
forward.
Took
Yeah.
38
seen
games
that
to get
for
100 yard
3
rush.
years in a
No,
row.
we have some of the most explosive runs when they get it. Like I think we're like 3rd or 4th, but we're dead last when it comes to like actually getting the ball past like the line of scrimmage when it comes to running.
All right, so would you rather Sam Darnold or CJ Stroud? Nick,
Sam
who you
Darnold.
going with?
I'm going to take Darnold on this one.
Wow,
Absolutely.
I'm actually.
And
okay.
I will say Sam Darnold's bringing out the best in AJ Bonner. I did not expect AJ to be doing this good this early in the season, and he's looking phenomenal.
This is just a filler. I had to get his name in there because we're going to be talking about him a lot in a few weeks. I have a couple other segments planned for this guy, so stay tuned. Would you rather Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield?
Okay.
Is that even a
I
question?
had to give you a gimme.
Baker and Mayfield. Stop it. You are just bullshitting for
Can
the
we walk
camera.
off?
No, I'm thinking.
No, there's no thinking. What are you thinking about? It's Baker Mayfield with a banged up shoulder, a bum knee, everything.
Yes.
Offensive line. Mike Evans down. This guy still puts up 30 points and almost beats the Eagles.
Baker
3
is
game-winning drives. Did you hear Cam Newton last week?
Baker
Are you really
is
considering this?
absolutely phenomenal.
Oh my God. You are not about to justify Sam Darnold over Baker Mayfield. All of your credibility, read the sign. Read the sign. Please refamiliar yourself with football knowledge before you continue this statement.
Listen. I'm gonna try to fight to justify for my guy.
This
So,
isn't about your
let
guy.
me-
We're
no,
going
this
on.
isn't a
I
debate.
haven't even picked a guy yet.
I know where you're
Let
going.
me fucking think for
All
a
right,
minute.
go.
You don't have to
Give me a minute.
think. There's no thinking that needs to happen.
Where's the football? I need a stress ball.
It's gone.
It's gone.
You popped it.
It's over there.
He's
I
sitting
see
on it. It's like
we
an
can't
egg.
even get it.
He's keeping it warm.
What are you looking up? You need to see like a freaking
I
visual.
want side by side stats.
Boys, I fear one of our assistants is about to get me my stress ball.
You fear?
Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm happy. I don't fear. Well, we got expensive equipment. We're not gonna get knocked over, but
Okay, so
Talia succeeded and got us the ball without messing
8
anything up.
interceptions.
Okay.
8 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Baker Mayfield.
Awesome.
Baker Mayfield. And I'm just scared to say Baker Mayfield considering I'm playing
Scared
him this
of
week.
what?
What are you scared of?
Because I'm
He's doing
playing
it
him this
hurt.
week.
Big whoop.
That doesn't matter. We're not doing all things considered. You're starting your
but I had
franchise
to.
today, right
I
now.
had to. Yeah. So obviously I'm gonna go
Okay.
Baker.
Oh, God, if you go
But I
back
had
to
to
Baker,
justify
JSN,
it.
and Cooper Cup, I mean, he's doing it right now. I mean,
That would be unbelievable.
All right. Third one. God, you almost got my heart rate up.
Almost.
Would you rather Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones?
Oh.
This one's
shit.
good. I was excited for this one.
Oh.
Danny Dimes. You heard it here first.
I
I'm
I
sorry.
haven't I've seen consistency. out of
Daniel Jones is ranked
for the
third right
first
now among
4
other passers in the
games.
league, if you want to know.
But
1,078 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks.
8 touchdowns.
103.3 rate.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah. Not a bad stat for considering what we know about a guy.
And I'm gonna use the same thing.
Less
I said
supporting
before.
cast.
That's exactly. I might have to go Daniel Jones.
Adonai Mitchell drops a touchdown after he secured the ball. I mean, come on.
I mean,
Daniel Jones
Jonathan
doing the most
Taylor
he
is
can do.
obviously better than any Seahawks running back currently.
Obviously, yeah, but-
I mean, JSN blows the Colts receivers out of the water.
alone. We're not
Yeah.
even considering other guys
I
around
mean,
him.
Michael Pittman is very subpar at the moment.
At the moment, last
Domi
2
Mitchell,
years.
what are you doing?
You're a big Danny Dimes guy. This
I'm
year,
gonna
too.
go Daniel Jones.
You banked on him last week.
okay, so this
And they
is
didn't
where
play
I
half
said.
bad. They didn't play half bad.
If I go off this one season, obviously I'm gonna go Daniel Jones just because he looks like he's been an MVP for the past.
now I feel
5
like they've had
years.
similar careers, so this is an interesting way. So you can go either
Yeah.
way.
So
People will debate you in the comments,
yeah,
obviously, but
I can rock back and forth between these two. But for the sake of how he's been playing on the Colts offense, he fits right in like a glove. I mean, so
and he fits the uniform.
He
everything
looks like-
perfect. He looks like a Colts
He's
obviously,
good at it, yeah.
this is neck and neck. I will pick Daniel Jones just because I think the Colts are offensively more efficient than the Seahawks at
He's
this
built
moment.
to their needs.
But this
Yes.
could change easily within the next couple weeks.
Of course. So you're going Daniel Jones.
Yes, I will pick
Beautiful.
Daniel Jones for this one.
All right. Would you rather Sam Darnold or Bo Nix?
Sam
Nix.
Darnold. Sam Darnold. Oh my God. Have
Let's have a
Bo
real-
Nix. Bo Nix was ranked just last week the last quarterback.
Oh, and
out
some
of all
bullshit
32.
stat that some.
Bo Nix has been
You're gonna
very
get my ass
inconsistent. You have seen Bo Nix up, down, up, down, up, down throughout the whole season, miss big throws, this and that. Well, he's made some very phenomenal throws, especially just watching the Bengals game. He looked phenomenal during that game.
fucking
I'm not
ripping it.
putting him down. What I'm saying is in the times where it counts, in the limelight versus big teams when he needs the completions, he has not been able to get it done. And it was nothing but his fault in missing these throws. That's where I'll sit. I've seen consistency out of Sam Darnold these past 4 weeks. I have not seen that out of Bo Nix.
Make sure your
And
audio's down.
looking at current rankings where Bo Nix sits right now at a 65.7 completion percentage. He is
So remind everybody of what you just said about Bo Nix not being able to make throws in big time moments. Go ahead.
You're gonna show me like one throw.
Say it again.
Bo Nix has some of the times not been able to make important
That's not what you
throws.
said.
Bo Nix has not been able to make good throws anymore. Show me. You're playing the okay.
14 seconds left. Fourth
So
down
let's go.
and 1.
So why are
Rolls
you
out to
showing?
the right. Pressure in his face. Launches it
Oh
right
my
to the
God.
pylon. Marvin Mims comes down double coverage, and the ball is
Can we
secured perfectly
please
in the
put
chest.
this on the social? I guarantee you 90% of our listeners and people who view this clip will agree with me that Sam Darnold is better than Bo Nix this season.
Now,
Easily.
you have given
You go
me-
back to even last season, I would take Sam Darnold over Bo Nix. Sam Darnold led the Vikings to what, 14
with the best receiver in the NFL.
Okay. And you guys had the best defense in the NFL last year.
What the hell does that have to do with quarterbacks?
Because when
What?
you have the
No, you're done.
You guys are.
Nope,
You guys are
it's my turn.
They're
It is
delusional.
my turn.
They're delusional Broncos fans. Someone.
I
back
haven't
me,
even
please.
talked yet. How do you know what I'm going to say? You haven't even given me a goddamn chance.
Then yeah. Justify why you would take Bo Nix. Look at without being
all right, if you
unbiased.
shut
to
the
your
hell up
team.
for a second,
Being
I'd let you know.
unbiased to your team.
When you're done, let me know.
please justify why you would take Bo Nix with the current stat line over Sam Darnold this year.
Are you done?
Go for it.
Thank you. 5 minutes later. All I heard out of your mouth was reasons, maybe a reason.
Look at
maybe.
every stat that Bo Nix has. It is less and worse than Sam Darnold's completion percentage, yards, touchdowns, interceptions. It's all worse than Sam Darnold's current stat line.
Are you done?
Go.
I haven't even fucking said anything.
Because what you're saying is so
I
stupid.
haven't said
You
anything.
can't justify it.
I haven't said anything.
I know what's gonna come out of your mouth. I know it. You don't even have to say it. I know.
Let
what's
him
gonna come
say
out of your
it.
mouth. Go.
Let him go.
Holy shit.
Go. Talk. Hurry up.
All I've heard out of your mouth is maybe one reason why you think Bo Nix.
Just so you know, Sam Darnold is ahead of Baker Mayfield in these standings I'm looking at right now. Just so you guys know.
Tom, let him talk.
Now
Oh
go.
my God, let him.
Can we shut his mic off? Is this
Go.
is why you think Bo Nix might be worse? I have not heard not even one reason why you think Sam Darnold is better. I have not heard Sam Darnold makes big throws in big games. I have not heard Sam Darnold does all these things you want a quarterback to do. I have not heard a legitimate reason why you believe Sam Darnold is better than Bo Nix. All I've heard is a bunch of false narratives that you read on Instagram Reels and ChatGPT, and you bring up on this podcast and expect me not to call you out on your bullshit. Bo Nix consistently made big throws, primetime game after primetime game. Marvin Mims, 93 yards versus the Cleveland Browns on Monday Night Football. Thursday Night Football leads his team in New Orleans to a victory over the Saints. Saturday night primetime football, Cincinnati Bengals, Denver Broncos in Cincinnati. Huge, most passing yards in the air of any quarterback in the last decade.
Or the seam route of anticipation this past week to Cortland.
4th and 1. Game on the line, 14 seconds left. Throws Marvin Mims. Beautiful, perfect pass. Beautiful. Cortland Sutton against the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas. Perfect pass to the back of the end zone. Same thing happened against the Chargers. I have not seen Sam Darnold make those throws. Granted, he had a really good throw. I think it was 97 yards last year to Justin Jefferson. Fantastic throw. Bo Nix consistently did it under the lights in big moments when everybody was watching. Everybody thought, oh, Bo Nix sucks. The Broncos suck. They had the 32nd ranked roster in the NFL last year. They went to the playoffs while Sam Darnold sat his ass down in the wild card round to a team that fucking sucked.
Just so you guys know, Sam Darnold has 20 less completions this year and still has over 50 more yards than Bo Nix has. That doesn't sound like
over
a lot.
50.
On 20
Holy
less
shit.
completions.
Stop the presses.
Oh my God. Sam Darnold has half the interceptions Bo Nix has this season.
Because he doesn't fucking throw the ball. They don't fucking let him throw the ball.
Oh my God, you are actually out of your mind.
You still haven't given me a reason.
Sam Darnold has made some of the best throws this year.
Name one.
The one up the seam to Torrey Horton. If that ball's anywhere else, he's not catching that. The countless throws to A.J. Barner. JSN, 45 yards down the field. I mean, I can keep going and going and going. Sam Darnold has been one of the most efficient and accurate passers in the
countless
20
throws to A.J. Barner, 7 receptions, 81 yards. Countless. There's 7 through 4 games. Go ahead.
That's his tight end that came off a season last year with Geno Smith, who had the most pass attempts taken from shotgun, and did not give the ball to A.J. Barner, and Sam Darnold's giving the ball to A.J. Barner. When you have JSN going
receptions,
over 100
245
yards
and
every
4
single
touchdowns
game
last
but
year.
one. You are actually out of your mind if you genuinely think Bo Nix
You
has
haven't given a
outperformed
reason, though.
Sam Darnold. What reason do I have? The Broncos are 2-2.
Exactly. What reason do you have?
What reason do I have to give? Like, it's so like just right in front of
literally
your face.
any reason. You can't debate something by saying a bunch of random bullshit and expect me to be like, yeah. No, I've given you direct examples, multiple from last
Direct
year
examples,
and this year.
I
showed
gave
you a
you-
goddamn video. You watched it with your own eyes, and you sat there and said, "Well, Sam Darnold has 50 more passing yards than Bo Nix." Who gives a flying fuck?
He has a
Geno Smith
71%
fucking leads the
completion
league.
percentage. He has half the interceptions that Bo Nix has. Bo Nix has a 65%, which isn't bad. It's not bad. It's not 71 that Sam Darnold has. It sure as hell isn't that 4 interceptions while Sam Darnold only has 2. It sure as hell isn't the 50 more passing yards he has on 20 less completions. That is efficiency at its core, getting passing yards on less completions with less picks and maybe 1 or 2 less touchdowns? That's expected when you have 20 less
Sam
attempts.
Darnold has 37 less attempts than Bo Nix does
Yeah.
because they don't let him throw the goddamn ball. That's why he has so many less interceptions. Because he's not.
No, because
I
the
can't get a
Seattle
goddamn word
offense
out
has
without this motherfucker.
efficiency. Because you're just
Yelling doesn't
out
make
of
you more
it.
correct.
Oh my god.
You're getting very loud over there, but nothing sounds
because
right.
it's genuinely what you're saying is just I can't like.
Dom, I love you. I do. But when you look
no.
up all your stats on ChatGPT and try to argue with me.
I'm literally on StatMuse right now giving the information that
Oh,
they're
the
giving
one
me.
time. And you know what? It's all bullshit.
Because I'm giving you the real information.
But Dom, your argument was that big Nix. Bo Nix can't make big throws in big games. And I've given you multiple examples of when we needed big throws and he made them. That was your
So
key-
has Sam Darnold. Would you like
Goddamn,
to see?
Let me fucking talk. He has done it time and time again. And that was your argument. But
Sam
now
Darnold is making a rookie receiver, Torrey Horton. Torrey Horton was taken in the 5th round, and he has just as much touchdowns as Emeka Ibuka.
Troy
who's been
Franklin was taken in the
amazing.
4th round. Cortland Sutton was a 2nd round pick. Marvin Mims was a 2nd round pick, I believe. Evan Engram is new to the team this year. Adam Troutman came from the Saints. He was like a 5th or 6th round pick. Lucas Cole and Nate Adkins, they might have gone undrafted. Who else do we even have? That might be it. Trent Sherfield, who's not even a receiver, he probably wasn't drafted very high. We don't have these super talented high draft picks, right? Cortland Sutton is our bona fide number 1 receiver.
Looks
He was a
phenomenal.
2nd round draft pick from 2018.
Okay.
That is our bona fide number 1.
Okay.
Best receiver on the team.
And my
hands
bona fide
down.
number 1 is
And
JSN,
he
who's in his, 3rd year?
struggles to get 1,000 yards.
JSN has not had a 1,000-yard season yet.
Did he not last year?
That cannot be correct.
I thought he had 1,000 yards last year. Hold on.
I don't think so.
You guys got to do that. I'm as much as I should be the moderator here. I set us up for success with this one, so you guys are gonna look this up. Shit, I wish I had some popcorn for this.
JSN had 628 yards in 20. He did have a 1,000-yard season last year.
Oh,
He had 1,130 yards in 2024.
huh.
Here, you need a Reese's. You're not you when you're hungry.
That's not the right company.
Fuck out of my
Give me
face.
that shit. I'll eat that.
Yeah, give
We
it
got
to
raw popcorn. I'm ready. Go do your little debate. Keep it going.
Is there even a debate anymore?
I don't know.
debate anymore. Please,
you need it.
somebody post this on the
Celebration,
socials.
baby.
Sam Darnold versus Bo Nix. Oh
All right,
my
closing
God,
statements.
it's not even
Closing
close.
statements so we can move on. You go
Closing-
first.
Okay, I'll go first. Don't interrupt me.
I won't.
Sam Darnold,
I'm not the one fucking interrupting.
according to the stats, through 4 games, Sam Darnold has been the more efficient passer, the more accurate passer, the more decisive passer, and just the better overall quarterback when it comes to getting it done, completions, and efficiency. I would take him over Bo Nix. He's been better this season and more accurate and more just decisive than Bo Nix has been. He's gotten it done when he needs to. The 2-2 Broncos have only won to what? The Jake Browning-led Bengals with the worst defense ever.
Worst?
Did you use the word decisive?
Nope, don't interrupt me.
Okay, sorry.
And who else? What was your other win against? Just
I'm not interrupting. You don't know ball.
look up this irrelevant fucking team.
Know your shit if you're going to talk. Know your shit if you're going to talk. Dead air, Dom.
Titans. Oh my God. That's a fucking preseason. Never mind. AI's selling right now.
Oh, is it?
Well, yeah, because
I'm
it's the
on
first thing that
StatMuse.
pops up
I'm
on
on
Google because our
StatMuse.
Wi-Fi is ass.
Hey, don't come at me for
You
that.
pay for it then.
Facts.
Bro, don't worry. I'll get this
It was
fucking...
the Colts. Let me help you out here.
You guys lost to the Colts, did you not?
Oh, I mean, it's Titans.
No, the Titans was a preseason game.
That was week 1.
So you guys beat the 0-4 Titans.
They were 0-4 at the time.
Now 2-2 Bengals without Joe Burrow. I'm sorry. Have you guys beaten a real team yet?
You beat the Saints and the Cardinals.
Yeah, and
You lost to the 49ers, who just lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
the 49ers when they were completely healthy, by the way.
That you actively shit on and say he's not a real team.
We lost okay.
Dude, you beat the brakes off the Saints.
Yes.
I don't want to hear shit from you.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
We
when you're done, let us know.
We did beat the Cardinals with a winning record. Granted, they're not like anything special, but the real test will be this week facing the Bucks. But
And you'll see in the Pick Ems.
you guys will also see when the Broncos play the Eagles the real test.
We're full.
Sure.
We've been full transparency with that we're expecting.
Okay, and I, that's it.
You rest your
I
case?
rest my case,
Okay.
Sam. You guys heard it.
My members of the jury, my peers.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
This is a way to formally introduce
We
this.
heard a lot of words from Dominic. And those words come together to make nothing. What happened during that closing statement
I'm gonna crash out.
was a whole lot of reasons why the Broncos are bad. I didn't hear a reason why Sam Darnold was good. I heard a whole bunch of Sam Darnold's supporting cast is bad. His receiver had way more yards than our receiver did. His running backs are light years ahead of any running back we've seen in the last decade.
I never mentioned the running backs. Not once. I never talked about the running backs. Not once. Continue.
Thank you. Thank you for your input. As I said earlier, his number one argument was that Bo Nix chokes in the big moments. I have proven that time and time again. Bo Nix steps up when the lights get bright. Bo Nix will go. He'll tell Sean Payton what the hell is up. He'll get in his face. And those two come together, and they make magic on offense. When we call Sean Payton out, he comes back better. Speaking of Sean Payton, his playbooks are notoriously long. His play calls are notoriously absurd, right? Bo Nix handled that like a champ, right? Drew Brees, it took him a couple of years to get that playbook down. Bo Nix is in year 2. Lights out performances, right? He had some throws last night that were unbelievable. That touchdown to Cortland Sutton, fantastic. That throw, I believe it was Marvin Mims.
Which one?
On the sideline.
Yeah.
Yep. Double coverage. Perfectly placed
The one
ball.
to Troy was perfect. He went through his hands. He dropped
The
it.
lights are brightest. You are playing what I consider a rival, right? The Bengals, they beat the shit out of us last year. I won't lie. It was a close game, but they beat the shit out of us.
They wanted it more.
Bo Nix stepped up when he needed to. He makes those big plays. Does he make mistakes? Absolutely. I will be the first to tell you. Bo Nix makes plenty of mistakes. But those mistakes don't kill us. Sam Darnold's mistakes kill his
I'm
team.
going to give you a headline.
I
Bo Nix gives blunt
swear
take on
to
brutal
God.
missed deep throws and
I
Chargers loss.
swear to God.
Denver Broncos quarterback Bo
Your
Nix was
own rule was no interrupting.
I can't even fucking speak. Off target in Sunday's
I
loss
wonder-
to Los Angeles Chargers. This is a news headline. He is spreading bullshit. I mean, I'm
Read it
sorry,
again.
but
I wasn't listening to you. Read it again.
Bo Nix gives blunt take on brutal missed deep throws in Chargers loss.
What was the
Denver
take?
Broncos quarterback Bo Nix was uncharacteristically off
Holy
target
shit.
in Sunday's loss to the Los Angeles Chargers.
What was the take?
What do you mean, what was the take?
What were his words?
You fucking read the headline and said Bo Nix said this, and then you didn't say what Bo Nix said. You just read some bullshit that some goddamn
you like
sports
me to
writer
read
wrote
you-
who's never played football in his life.
Would you like me to read you the whole article?
I just...
What did Bo Nix say?
Shit.
Where's the
I'm
quote?
going to lose my shit.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, you better
It's
keep
highlighted.
looking.
It looks like it's highlighted for you.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
This is it right here. In
Hallelujah.
quotation marks.
Friggin'
The route at the end is kind of like a seam, almost a double move. And then look, the third and long flea flicker was close, Peyton said on Nix's big misses. So sometimes if it's a double move, your eyes can betray you a little bit. If your head coach is making excuses as to why you're missing throws, you know there's a problem. You are literally making excuses for the waffle-sized sheet that Sean Payton uses to call plays as to why your quarterback can't make throws. Stop making excuses for your players and just admit he missed the throw. He's been inaccurate when the lights are bright. If he completed that ball, that Chargers game's in the bag for you guys.
Nick, your rebuttal? Uh-oh.
He's gonna bring up some Seeing Ghost article.
I'm not even gonna bring up what Mike McDonald is saying about Sam Darnold. I'm not even gonna go there because I'm a bigger man.
Because he can't find anything.
He had the article open.
Read it. Read me the headline.
It's gone. I don't need to. Go ahead and look it up.
How about we just leave this to our listeners and viewers?
Can I finish now? We've been doing this for like 20 minutes.
Your closing fucking statement has been 13 minutes long.
How the fuck would you know? Here. You've been talking through the whole goddamn thing.
Fucking talk. Go.
Oh, thank God. I have permission. Master's letting me speak.
Go, hurry up.
Okay.
Oh, God.
My point is, and this is it. This is all I'm gonna say because I feel like I've blown this argument out of the water and there's nothing left to be argued. Bo Nix steps up when he needs to. We had the 32nd ranked roster in the league. He brought them to the playoffs. He makes
Dumb. I mean, come on, bro. You just let him talk.
You're making yourself look like a goddamn clown.
Because you're spewing such bullshit. I can't. Like,
what did I just say?
You just said you had the 37th ranked roster and it brought you to the playoffs
37th?
last year.
Out of how many teams?
32.
We had the 37th ranked roster out of 32 teams.
That's what I fucking heard you say.
That ain't what I said. You weren't fucking listening because you were talking over me.
I swear to God. Replay the clip.
I rest my case.
Okay.
Do you want me to move on to the final last one?
No.
That was awesome. I am so glad that I did that.
Who do you think won as the median?
Oh, he's a Broncos fan.
No,
so
that's
this is
nope.
unfair bias.
I'll rewatch the footage and I'll give you guys my opinion further on.
Come on, dude. That wasn't even close.
Yeah,
Dom,
you're right.
Dom. I'm hearing laughs off the camera.
Your ass got clowned.
Are you serious?
I love you, but your ass just got clowned.
Are you serious?
I am
think
serious.
that it's hard to...
You're the one with makeup on and a fucking red nose right now. What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, we'll go into the last one. We'll settle this off camera. The last one. Would you rather Sam Darnold or Jared Goff?
Jared Goff.
Tom, come on, bro. You were not about to...
I'm sorry, but Jared Goff had a game last season with 5 interceptions.
That's last season. He's 10th ranked passer in the league right now.
I'm sorry. So Nick can bring up last season over and over again about Bo Nix, but I can't bring up last season about Jared Goff.
He has a 9 touchdown to 2 interception ratio right now.
As of this season, the Lions' offense has been absolutely explosive. How can I not go with him?
Well, you were looking like you're about to go other way around.
Well, no, I'm just pointing out that if Nick's going to bring up last season, then I can too.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to, but I'm just saying right now.
As of this season,
in terms of me,
the Lions are what, number 2 or 3 in the power rankings right now?
Yeah,
they're looking phenomenal against other teams. They just blew out what team?
The Browns.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
yeah,
they've been good. They've been good. Obviously, I'm gonna go, but you also have to remember he has a very good supporting cast around him with Amon-Ra. I mean, you can't get better than that.
Jameson,
yeah, and I mean Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery, Sonic and Knuckles. I mean, but yeah, I would still go. Being realistic, yeah, get this bullshit out of here.
Well, that was Would You Rather for the first time in a year. Actually, I think that's our first one we've ever done. We typically only do... Well, I haven't posted any of them on the clips. So this will be the first one they've ever done. This will be the first one they've ever seen on the clips. Regardless...
That's why you got to listen to the whole episode.
Regardless, I'm glad I started off the show with this. Holy shit. Tensions are high. I can hear our opinions go from here. I can feel the heat here. I wish it was cooking the popcorn I have right here. Oh, shit. Almost dropped that just like my ball.
Throw it at me.
Anyways, that was Would You Rather. Boys, are we ready to talk other football?
No.
All right. Dom, take us away. What game did we start off the week for week 4?
Week 4, Thursday night football. We have the Seahawks versus the Cardinals. I just want to say Sam Darnold did not have an interception in this game, despite what you put on the stat sheet.
Did I accidentally? I meant it's supposed to be a touchdown. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a touchdown. Yeah.
I'll switch that real quick.
You didn't have to say that. You could have just went over that.
Okay.
Typo, my bad.
So, I'm going to put it out there. Let me guys talk about this game. Nick, be realistic. The Seahawks started out very strong.
Continue. Do your monologue. I haven't got my football. Do you want to wait?
No, I'll continue.
Yeah, just go. You got it.
Take the damn football.
So the Seahawks had a very strong start to this game. I mean, it was 14-3. I mean, for at halftime, something like that. Kenneth Walker still getting it done. 19 rushes, 81 yards, 1 catch for 29 right up the sideline. JSN, holy cow, very slow start. He didn't have a target until second half.
The fourth quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter,
God,
yeah.
but that
and then
rip
he
up
got
the sideline was
started getting
gorgeous.
heated up.
Yeah, once he got going, he was
he got hot.
But it was that throw in the fourth quarter up the sideline that it sealed it. I mean, it was close, but it sealed it.
He
for
made the
Cardinals.
catch to kick the field goal.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm
I just
saying,
want to say the new kickoff rules, I hate them.
I think everyone does.
The reason the Seahawks had such an easy win, well, I wouldn't say easy, but such a go-ahead field goal to walk off the field is because their stupid kicker, kicked the ball and didn't even make it to what? I think it's like the landing zone starts at the 30.
The 30, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't
right at
make
the
it to
40.
the 30. Flag. The Seahawks set up goal at the 40-yard line. They had to make 20 yards.
There's no
pass
more
to
strategy anymore in
JSN.
the special teams phase of football.
And it's terrible. I hate it. But as for the Seahawks defense, phenomenal. You guys held them off until Marvin Harrison Jr. just got heated up in the fourth quarter.
Good
Once
for him. He
started
needed
going,
it for his confidence, dude. He needed that.
Because
The
that game was
touchdown and
scary
everything.
for him. I do want to talk about you caught the ball, dude, and you literally juggled it in Ernest Jones' hand. I mean, and
that was
also
bad.
this game, I'm going to argue it here. You guys can agree or disagree. This game should not have been close. I think
should
that
have
the
been. No, it shouldn't have
Seahawks
been.
got absolutely killed with penalties that weren't penalties. I'll start with
But
K9
I do also
throwing the
equally
ball.
blame this, and I've said this in my
Yes,
notes. I
yes.
do also equally blame this on the lack of play coming from the defense. I love what I'm
Yeah.
seeing in the defensive line. I love what I'm seeing from the second level in the linebacker room. Ernest Jones, you were a monster. But what I'm not appreciating is how awful the secondary is playing as a group. They're not playing for each other. They're not playing as a squad of 4 guys.
I disagree.
They're playing so selfishly. No, because I'm watching them get burnt, and there's constantly the point, and there's the reactions to the flags.
I watched
now,
one player
granted,
get burnt.
one
It's
of them.
Tariq Woolen.
Yes,
The
but
rest of the
but
defense
at the
has been
beginning of
getting
the season,
2
it was
picks.
Devon Witherspoon. In the first week, it was him. Then it was Kobe Bryant. Now it's been Tariq. Now we're putting it on Tariq because we're watching the film from 3 weeks ago to now, and now
But
you're getting a whole story.
It's the penalties after penalties and unnecessary penalties just coming out of Tariq Woolen. He's getting burned every time I look at him on the field. And then you put players like Josh Jobin, he's making excellent tackles, lockdown. I mean, even Kendrickson's playing good. I mean, Kendrickson has 2 dropped interceptions because it goes right
Al
through his
Michaels
hands
said
every
it
game.
best on the broadcast. You have to be looking forward. When you get an interception, the fact that you're looking behind you and colliding with your own player is a lack of awareness, and man, that really puts you into question.
I mean,
You
it's gonna
got
happen.
to keep your eyes forward. I don't care what the situation
Obviously,
is.
they
all
have
of
ends
it.
they can tie up. Every team does. But overall, I'm happy. They kept the
A win's a
Cardinals
win.
to
Take
3
them where you
points
can get it. It's a
until the
divisional
fourth
win,
quarter.
so it's huge.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this. I'm going to give, I don't know if you want to pipe in or agree with me or not, but I am going to give credit to a team that no one wants to credit. I'm going to tell you this. Kyler Murray has looked rather lower play. I don't even know how to word this.
It was bad. He
He's
did
looked
not look
mediocre
good.
from what we saw prior to the ACL tear. But I'm going to tell you right now, I still see he can still throw a great ball. He can still lead this offense.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, that
there's
ball,
nothing there.
that
There is
Marvin
no
Harrison
yeah,
identity.
that was like
There is
beautiful.
no identity on this offense. Jonathan Gannon, I don't know what needs to be done, but the offensive line, the running back room, I know James Conner went down. This team needs so much work, but boy, I tell you, when they get those pieces, I'm not going to lie, this team can be good.
Yeah.
They're staying in with a defense that, at the front of the line, the front 7 were dominating the entire night, and Kyler was evading pressure, making plays as much as he could. I don't know the Cardinals, man. You got a lot of holes you got to fill, but I'll give the Seahawks this one. We'll give credit where credit's due. I said it. Sam Darnold, you're playing efficient. You're not playing off the stats. You're not jumping
18
off
for
in any
26,
way.
242
But
yards,
you're,
1
you're
touchdown.
being a good
1
game
rush,
manager.
24
You're doing
yards.
what the team needs.
Not
Nick,
making the
what's
mistakes.
What's your viewpoint on this game? Uh-oh.
I'm not going to say anything bad about Sam Darnold. I'm not. I just spent the last 45 minutes doing that. What I saw in this game were one team that kind of wanted it and one team that looked like they couldn't really care less, and the Cardinals. The Seahawks looked like they wanted it, and that's why they won this game. I think the Cardinals didn't get going until it was way too late. You have to care from
If
15
they got as
minutes
heated
left
up
in the
as they
first
did
quarter.
in the fourth quarter, they would have
Oh, yeah.
won that game.
Once they got that first touchdown, I forget who ran it in, but once they got that, they were
There's
like,
like
oh,
2 or 3
wait,
players
we
that
can
have
still
it.
win this game. And then
Yeah.
guess what? It's too late.
Yep.
You can tell in Kyler, Marvin, and Zaven Collins, those 3 want it. It's the rest of that team that's just...
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride. Oh, yeah, for sure. He was one of the
But
only
other than
receivers
that,
was getting
you
going.
can't expect to win a game against a team like the Seahawks with a really good defense, with a serviceable enough quarterback to lead them to a win. You can't expect that. You can't expect to win. You can't do
Now,
it.
going into either the 3rd or 4th year of Jonathan Gannon as the head coach,
I think it's time.
is it time? I was going to say, is it time to pull the plug?
I don't know if you do
I haven't
it
seen any juice
mid-season.
yet. No, I'd wait. He's not playing to the point where
We don't
Right.
know it
They're
yet.
not like historically bad.
No.
But
Because you got to remember the Cardinals just lost their first. This game could have turned out differently. if
Exactly.
that
yeah,
didn't work out.
I just think it's time to pull the plug.
There's no identity. It's
mutual separation. I don't
Yeah.
think Jonathan Gannon is right for the Cardinals. I don't think the
He's
Cardinals
not
are
a
right
bad
for
coach by any means, just not getting the job done. No.
I don't know if he was ready to be a head coach.
It's because of the evil success.
I
Him
mean,
and
we
Shane
saw
Steichen.
it. I don't know if it was on Hard Knocks. It might have been. But, I mean, that opening speech he gave to his players about, like, taking the bus or some bullshit.
Yeah.
That couldn't inspire me to roll the hell out of
You
bed.
texted us about it one time, too.
Yeah.
Joke,
The thing I loved most about my head coach in high school, and I don't know if you guys felt the same way about yours, was before every game, he'd walk our asses into the weight room, and he'd fucking pump us up, man. He would give us the best type speech I've ever heard in my life.
One thing that we ever got from Kinley and Dom, I think you can attest to this. Coach Neal would get you ready to fight anything and anyone in front of you.
I felt ready to run through a brick wall from my coach.
Those speeches were so driving, you actually got a little emotional at times. It was weird. It was weird. It touched. I don't know if you got goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, like, you guys experienced it, too, in the state championship game.
Oh, my God.
That speech, I will never forget. I will never forget sitting in that weight room.
I'll never forget when he said it was time to shut the music off, and we all got on one knee and did our prayer. And then it was like a silence. He literally said, look around you. Look at who you're here with, and look at where you're at.
Yeah, this is
No
the
one
last
else is
time this
doing
group of
this.
guys will ever be together.
No one else is doing this in the
And
state.
that's true.
This group right
Every
here.
single year for every single team, high school, college, NFL, doesn't matter. And I don't think Jonathan Gannon is pushing these messages through
And
his
that's
team,
why I think
and
there's
it
no
shows on the
identity
field.
with the Cardinals.
It shows
It
on the
doesn't
field.
feel like there's an identity. It feels like they haven't found themselves. So
Like
when they go on the field, they're lost.
When Bruce Arians was there, you felt like that team was always in it. They
Same with the
wanted
Bucks.
it. Exactly.
There was drive. There was
And
everything.
ever since he left with I don't even remember who
Vance
they had after
Joseph.
him. What? No, he wasn't their head coach.
No,
was
but he was one of. I don't think he was the head.
No, he was like their D
He
coordinator.
was D coordinator, yeah. But even then, it always looked. Commanders OC. God, I'm slipping the name.
Oh, Kingsbury.
Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah, he was. The
That's the same problem. I don't
great
feel
play
like
caller, but not a great
he
leader.
knew exactly what to do
Yeah.
in every situation, but he
Shit,
just
they went to the
couldn't-
playoffs in one of his years coaching. Then he tore his ACL.
They started like
Kyler.
11-0.
Yeah,
And
that was when Diop was
he just
insane.
didn't know how to give his guys that little extra nudge to push them over the edge, and I think that's what's still holding the Cardinals back to this day.
All right. So we're gonna take it to a rather exciting thing. I forgot the score. I didn't get to list it, but regardless,
21-18, I
21,
think.
yeah, 21-18. That's what it was. It was a very close game. We have a new chapter beginning in New York. We have a new
sir.
regime forming. Whether you like Brian Dable or not, he found his guy, and the guy he is rolling with is the man
not
himself,
Russell Wilson.
Jackson Dart. Everyone's saying it. There was a culture shift in New York between him and Scatterbo, and man, you could feel the juicy energy through the TV. I can only imagine what it felt like in MetLife. Even with Malik Neighbors going down, this team had a profound willingness to go beat the Chargers' ass and win this football game. You felt it on the defense. You felt it on the offense. Cam
Brian
Scatterbo
Dable,
embraced it.
him
He
and
looked
Jackson
like
Dart were practically making out after the game.
You could argue that.
I saw that AI video that Dom
felt-
sent. I was
yeah.
like, oh my
It felt like an
God.
old Brady and Belichick moment.
Yeah.
Only in the Super Bowl, of course. But Cam Scatterbo has officially arrived. That man has taken
Yeah.
over. He is the man in New York. I mean, you saw the jersey. How's it dirty on turf? I don't get it, but he figured out a way to get it dirty.
That's
Then-
the kind of running back I want.
And then there's Jackson
Crayon
Dart,
reader.
providing the hope and the desire to win that this team hasn't had in what feels like 10 years. You could tell by the stadiums, by the fans in the stadium, you could tell by the
tell by how the
Chargers' body
defense
language.
played.
You could tell by the
Sexy
Chargers'
Dexy,
body
baby.
language
Yeah.
that they could sense this kid's arrived. This team is now playing with a sense of
Looked
we've
like a
got
new team.
a
They
chance.
look like a different team.
There's not even a chance. There's a reason to play now. Brian Burns, man, you've really come out of your shell now in New York. We finally saw you explode.
Just
Kayvon
last week, we
Thibodeau,
were talking
who
about
has
how much
been
of a
rather
disappointment he
quiet
was.
on the defensive line. You finally caused pressure. And then you guys showed the signs of Herbert that we've all seen in the first 4 years of his career. Sexy Dexy gets in his face, tips the ball, picks it, and damn near brings it to the house. But guess what? You didn't punch in, that's fine. Your new rookie quarterback, Jackson Dart, runs it in for you and gives us the celebration of a lifetime that we'll never forget now, regardless of how his career goes. Me and Nick tried hitting yesterday at the park. Was not pretty.
It was, yeah.
But aside from that, with every win, there are still some downfalls. You still got to get better. It's football and it's life. You're never perfect. Me and Dom said this. Nick, throw me your 2 cents if you agree. Jackson Dart, man, I love it. I'm excited. And I cannot wait to see where you go and if you flourish. But the area of concern that I have, the lack of allowing you to rip the ball, the amount of times we had to see you utilize your legs. Now, my pro comp to you, and you can disagree with me all you want, was signs of an early Jalen Hurts leaving college and entering the league at Philly. I saw him rely so much on
different than what
mobility
you said
and not
yesterday.
his arms. And I will say that because I went back and I will take back my statement because I went back and watched film last night after me. You said it's his first game. So I went back and I watched some Ole Miss tape. I rewatched the Chargers game twice and I watched it again today. Jackson Dart, I said yesterday that I'm a little bit worried that the hype is so real that your potential is already, your ceiling is going to be touched sooner than we think, and you're going to cap out eventually. I was getting Drew Lock visions and fear. I think it's fear and nightmares of a kid film that I like so much. But after watching it, no, this is an open canvas. This is a new start. This is a new start. And I'm going to give you that ability to paint that canvas with what you will. And what I see right now is an early Jalen Hurts. And where's Jalen Hurts right now? He's got a ring on his finger.
Yep.
He is finding ways to win football games,
Super
relies
Bowl
on his
MVP.
arm and his mobility whenever he needs it. And Dart, I'm not going to label you as a guy who relies only on mobility because of one game. If that's your strength, then Dable's going to do it. And if that's what wins games, then go for it. But I will say me and Dom were a little concerned we didn't get to see you use that arm as much because we know you got it. You showcased it at Ole Miss. So that's what I want to see going forward. Now, as for the Chargers, you've got to win games when you got to win them. You start off 3-0. We said it earlier. You got to get this to 4-0. You cannot stall on a team that has nothing to lose. That is the most dangerous stage to play on. When a team has nothing to lose, they're going to come out and give you everything they got, and they did that. They did it for all 4 quarters. They did not allow you on that last drive to get up more field than Amara and Hampton already had gotten you. And I will say this. The two faces of that offense have arrived. Quentin Johnson is there, and Amara Hampton is the future of that backfield.
And you know what they say? Whoever wins the turnover battle is going to win the game. If Justin Herbert's going to come out and throw two picks. And the Giants are going to commit no turnovers, well, they're going to win the game.
And that clip where everybody's flaming me for talking about Justin Herbert so negatively, this is what I'm talking about right here.
These games where they matter.
Come out and have unbelievable games where you're like, wow, he's really good. Maybe he's a lot better than he was last year. And then he comes back against an 0-3 teams and throws 2 picks and loses the game.
You can't be doing that when it comes to playoff
He's so
time.
inconsistent, right? And playoff time, 4 interceptions against the Texans, that is unacceptable. I don't care who you are, that is unacceptable. Bo Nix didn't even do that against the Bills, who have much better defense.
We see that out
than
of a
the
lot of
Texans.
other quarterbacks, such as Sam Darnold, Jared Goff. A lot of these very
Jared
quarterbacks
Goff
that
is
are
one of them.
Yes, good in the
Jared Goff had
season.
5 interceptions in the playoffs last year. That's
my God,
bad.
yeah.
Against the Vikings last year, he had like 3 interceptions in one half.
Yeah, he ended up winning that game. He's the only quarterback to win the game and throw 5
I think it was
picks.
the Vikings he played that day. When
I think so, yeah.
Jared Goff, he'll even have similar games to Justin Herbert where you're like, wow, he's really good.
Super Bowl caliber.
Yeah.
And then he'll come
then
out
come
the
out and
next
be
week
terrible.
and shit his pants.
So aside from what we know of the Chargers, because obviously they're a little bit more see-through than we thought they were after 3 weeks into the season. Dom, I'm going to go to you first. Let's get to the main platter of this game and what really mattered. What are your thoughts on Jackson Dart?
So Jackson Dart, I loved what he did with his legs. I will say, it looked good. It's when it comes to the passing game. I know this is his first career start, so I'm going to go easy.
I had to take a second back and rewatch film because of this.
The decisive decision-making is not there. I didn't feel confident when he backpedaled to throw the ball that he was going to throw a completion. When I see quarterbacks like Joe Burrow step back in the pocket, and you know he sees something downfield when he does that. You know when he lets that ball rip,
embraces the pressure and steps into it to get that ball out.
We see that out of a lot of other quarterbacks like Matthew Stafford. I'm phenomenal at doing that.
That's a young tendency out of fear, I think, though, because you're not new to this area. The pocket is different.
A lot out of Bo Nix,
He
right?
floats.
He gets
He
the
floats
happy
into
feet.
it. Yeah,
he gets
he
the
floats into
happy feet.
pressure.
He starts moving forward and down.
Now, I don't know if you saw
Instant.
this, but what I see with Jackson Dart, and this is why I'm hoping he hits the next step. You said first game, we got to let him do a little more before we put a stamp on that. Maybe his ceiling's already been there. I do see his pocket ability. He's showing what Bo did last year, where it doesn't matter if there's a defender behind him and a defender to the right of him. He's finding ways out of it. The offensive line can't let him get hit, though. I think it was like, 5 or 6 sacks the Chargers got?
Yeah.
You cannot let your rookie quarterback get hit 6 times. He went to the blue tent for one play. They had to put Russ in. You don't need that in the first play.
It comes down to also getting the ball out quick. You can't be like Caleb Williams and holding onto the ball your whole life.
So the good news to what you said is, yes, there's happy feet, but we can tell that he at least knows how to sense pressure and evade it. It's a matter of does he know how to utilize the little bit of time in the NFL you're given.
It's his first start.
It's not college anymore.
It's not. You're not going to have 5 seconds. Yeah.
It's his first start. So we just have to see it, get it together in these next couple games.
I can't lie.
I'll be interested to
I'm
see
excited.
how he plays.
I cannot lie. This is must-watch TV for the next few weeks.
No. Let's
I
move on to the
wait.
next one because I got a good debate for this one for you guys.
Oh, no, yeah. Nick, bring us home.
I mentioned this earlier.
Can I go 2-0?
Arguably, he already are 1-0. Right?
Introduce it.
All right. I forgot it was my game. So the Eagles and the Bucks faced off in the big Whopp versus Bear matchup of the week, in which case the Eagles, a.k.a. not my team, won 31-25. The Bucks looked like they were going to
make a
comeback.
Comeback.
And
every week
they kind of fizzled out.
Baker
Baker
you were
Mayfield,
so close.
Unbelievable player. I mean,
amazing. You cannot have a
Bonafide top
better leader
five.
for a team.
I'm sorry, there's no
Absolutely,
more argument.
absolutely. I can't believe people compared this guy to
Brock Purdy.
Like I'm just baffled.
People, there's like one person on the planet.
But okay. So I'll get right into it before you guys mention it before me. Jalen Hurts, the first ever quarterback not to have a single passing yard in the second half and still win a game. Now, you guys mentioned time after time again that Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback, and I've mentioned time after time again that no, I don't think he's not. My argument is I don't think there is another quarterback on another team that if they did not throw any passing yards in the second half, they would not win. That's because Jalen Hurts, he is a good quarterback, but he has a better supporting cast around him. And I think that's what leads him to be the quarterback he is. And I don't think he is an MVP. I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback. I think it's guys like Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, a good defense led by Cooper DeJean. It's just good players around him that let him be who he is.
Can I interject?
Go for it.
Can we say that knowing what we know about the current state of the Eagles wide receiver room?
So there is drama that was just released about A.J. Brown wanting to get out,
Shit, pack him up and
potentially
send him to
wanting
Denver.
to get out of there. And he said some cryptic stuff on X.
It's nothing new.
And
It happens
yeah,
every year
I
with
mean,
someone.
yeah. So I'm not terribly worried about it. I don't think it's going to impact too much, but it's so up and down with him. Like, Nick, you have him on fantasy. You know. He's been
There's
terrible,
no
but then he
up.
went
What
off.
the hell are
one
you
game.
talking about? It's
See,
just down.
But tell me one other quarterback that cannot have a single passing yard in the second half and still win a game.
There's
Give
probably
me one
plenty.
other
It just
quarterback.
doesn't come up that often.
No. You want to know why it doesn't come up very often? Because it's very rare that a quarterback doesn't complete a pass in the whole
I
second
have
half of
not
the game.
Ever.
Because he's not top 5.
I have not ever stated that Jalen Hurts didn't have a great supporting cast. That has never
Okay, but
come out
you
of my
did
mouth.
state that he's a top 5 quarterback. Is this
And I
something a
stand
top
by
5
that.
quarterback would do? Not complete a single pass in
Top
the
5
second half.
quarterbacks find ways to win.
Did
and
it
lead their
lose him
team
the
to a
game?
win.
No, they still won.
Oh.
But that's because of a great supporting cast. Jalen Hurts wasn't out there on defense. Now, granted, their defense was starting to sell in the fourth quarter. But
Name one of his best supporting cast.
I mean,
Just
if I
any
had a
player.
receiver
Pick a
like
player.
A.J. Brown, I hope I'd be completing the ball in the second half.
Yeah, I would hope so. Let's look up a little fun stat. So A.J. Brown had 2 catches for 7 yards against the Buccaneers. Lights out receiver. Fantastic stats. Give me another one of his supporting cast members.
Number 6, the latest player in the league.
Oh, yeah, he's not even on this list either. Let's look him up.
And
Let's
when do
see.
we start to think this is a quarterback problem, not a receiver problem?
Devontae Smith, 2 catches, 29 yards.
These receivers have already proven themselves time after time again that they're
Okay.
who we are.
He's evading the wrong choice.
So-
I'll give him that.
What's the other member of the big 3 on that offense?
Saquon Barkley.
Oh. 19 rushes, 43 yards, and a
Bit the
touchdown.
hook.
Okay.
That is equivalent to 2.3 yards
Yes,
per carry.
and it was
Rounding up.
also a report released that
Historically-
he has one of the worst yards per carry in the
Ever.
league right now.
Yeah.
3.1, I believe it is averaged.
That is not. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Saquon Barkley is an unbelievable running back. I am not trying to argue that he's bad. There's no argument for that.
Yeah,
Anybody who
he's
argues
just been
that
he's
is
just
a
been
clown.
limited. He's been on a leash, if you will. And
19
I was
rushes
gonna
is
say,
on a
19
leash.
rushes is not a leash. I wish our running backs got 19 carries consistently. But
I'm sorry. He's not performing
Okay.
like he did last year.
I
and
agree.
The Eagles
I
are
agree.
still having the same
yes,
success.
yes, I completely
So what
agree.
is the common denominator?
So-
It's Jalen Hurts.
I see an unfazed
They-
quarterback when pressure rises.
They
still
had
finding ways
they had
to
the
prevail.
success before Saquon Barkley. They're having it with Saquon Barkley,
But
and they're
Nick,
now having
Nick-
it after he's falling off a little bit. So what is the common denominator? It's Jalen Hurts.
But Nick, what I'm saying is Jalen Hurts didn't get a single yard in the air in the whole second
But
half.
you're-
Jalen Hurts didn't do anything. Just pretend.
You're
Just
saying it
pretend
like
you
it cost him the game.
No. I'm saying what other quarterback could do this and still win? Very little, because very little have a team like the Eagles around him. If I could have snapped the ball for them. And guess what? We still would have won that game, because guess what? I didn't have to complete a... No. If you put me in the second half, it wouldn't have been a difference.
Okay, but you're taking
because
away-
Jalen Hurts did not get a single passing yard in
you're-
the second half.
Okay, and I accept that. But you're taking away every other thing a quarterback does, like manage an offense, get the play calls in, make sure you have the right personnel.
okay,
Make sure
yes.
you get the rushing yards, which he does a lot. And you
And-
can say, tush push this, tush push
And
that.
he was a great game manager for doing that. But A top 5 quarterback would not let that happen, and that's my argument, is that a top 5 quarterback would not go yardless in the whole second half.
I'm not saying Brady did that, but I'm going to say
Second
even your
half.
top quarterbacks have had some of the worst games of their careers that still find ways to win because the way they lead their team and the words they put into their guys. You know,
Yes,
at the same
I
time, he
agree.
essentially
That's
is a
huge.
coach. And that's why I said Jalen Hurts is top 5 in my eyes, because he encompasses what it is to be a league quarterback. He encompasses what it means to be an elite quarterback. When the receivers are not there, he runs the ball at an efficient level. When Saquon is not there to run the ball, he runs at an efficient level. He operates this offense differently than any other quarterback would be able to do. I view Jalen Hurts as one of the most mature, highly playing quarterbacks in the league, period. And I will keep saying it until it fails. The reason this team keeps winning, and yes, you can say it's the team around them. We are aware it's an 11-man sport. They're going to keep winning as long as everyone's performing at a high level. They're performing at this level because Jalen Hurts understands what it takes to win. The key to winning football games is knowing how to win. It's easy to lose a game. And I know that saying right there is very dumb and simple sounding. There's more to it if you read between the lines. You need to know how to win football games. Jalen Hurts is fully aware he needs to do more than 0 yards and have 8 incompletions in a second half. But he's also aware if he can get his defense amped on the sideline, if he can get the right words into his running backs on that second half to get them to perform, to get them that little nudge they need just to finish the game, that's what separates him from a guy like Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert, Jared Goff, and the list goes on and on. Jalen Hurts is very, very separate apart in my eyes from many other quarterbacks. Yes, he has his days. Every quarterback has their days. We talk about it week in and week out. I don't think Jalen Hurts has done anything yet that still takes him away from my argument. He's a top 5 quarterback. There's a reason why there's a ring on his finger. There's a reason why they've won this many games the way they've won them this season.
I completely agree with your standpoint. I'm going to argue it a little bit, but I do agree. He's, in my eyes, not a top 5. I'll give him top 10, top 11. But this is where I sit. If Baker Mayfield on that last drive did not throw a pick to the end zone, you guys know the one I'm talking about? Rolled out to the right, do a pick in the end zone? If the Eagles' defense didn't come up with that ball, the Bucs would have had a comeback win.
You can go any way with that scenario, though. You can go anywhere.
I can. You're
You know
right.
what else is great about that team? And again, this could be Nick Sirianni, this could be Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Whoever it is who's creative for this is great. Everyone wants to shell them for the Philly run, the brotherly shove, whatever you want to call it. What did they do to score their touchdown in the second quarter? Instead of running the brotherly shove, they flicked it to Saquon outside.
Absolutely.
And they got innovative.
That's
that is a winning team. That's a
calling.
winning quarterback.
Who else did we see do that? Peyton Manning. Now, it's a little bit different because Peyton Manning ran it in himself.
He's on the Dallas Cowboys clip where he runs that. That's a whole different play call.
I know,
totally
but it's
different.
the same idea. They thought they were
And
going to
Peyton Manning has had rough days. Go look at his first 5 years in his career.
Yeah, I agree.
Interceptions were like crazy. He was
I
throwing
agree,
them like
but
it was
a bona
food shelter.
fide top 5 quarterback, I can't see this happening. And I agree with your argument. It's just where I say he's not top 5.
I understand that you're saying his supporting cast is great, but I mean, even take this game and look at it through a microscope. His supporting cast didn't really play all that well, other than the offensive line, right? Saquon, 2 yards per carry is not going to cut it. Dallas Goedert, 4 catches, 37 yards, 2 touchdowns, pretty good. A.J. Brown, non-existent.
Goddard was the only highlight of this team.
Devontae Smith, pretty much non-existent. I just can't. I understand that in the past, the supporting cast has played very well, and I'm not taking anything away from them. But when they don't play well, Jalen Hurts still somehow finds that way to win, and I think that will to win separates him from those other guys.
I told you, people need to read into that quote more than they do. You need to know how to win football games.
And he knows how.
The formula's there.
However
now,
you get it done.
I can't argue that.
Now, off the Eagles side of things, because I do want to talk about the Bucs a little bit.
Oh my God, Amico.
I think it's time to say that when Godwin is back to his comfortable self, there's one thing in being back.
And Mike Evans is back at all.
And when Evans is back, they have the best receiving core in the NFL this year.
Not a question.
Without a question. Ibuka on that touchdown where he literally just put his hands out. And then you watch the ball bobble in his forearms, and he took it to the house and then slowed down and looked at everyone on that defense. That man is special. Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
I drafted him in the 7th round of fantasy knowing damn well what he was bringing to the table. I'm more than confident. And if any other quarterback is running this team, they don't look the exact same. Baker is special in his own ways. That one, it was 3rd and 6, I want to say, in the 4th quarter. 3 guys in his face, evades all of them, drags a man to the first down marker to keep them on the field on that could have been game-winning drive.
This has happened in multiple games already.
That's a crayon eater
4th week
right
in a row.
there,
Yeah.
4th week
And how about Bucky Irving? Oh, my God.
He's
getting
transformed their whole
involved
offense.
in the pass game.
And the run game.
More
He
passing.
reminds me so much of Alvin Kamara.
It's
not even funny.
Yeah. I think he's the next step up from Alvin Kamara.
I would argue
He might be.
now. He could be. Yes, very much so. But no, needless to say, both teams are a great. Bucks, I'm not worried whatsoever. You played the former Super Bowl champs. I expected to go this way. I picked the Eagles. But I also did say last week, this is going to be a nail-biter. And at first, yes, it seemed blown away. The special teams on the Eagles got the ball rolling for them very quickly.
Yeah.
But then just like that, second half came, and Baker and the team had a fire lit under their ass, and they wanted to play football.
Almost a comeback. That would have
I
been
don't know
phenomenal.
what Todd Bowles did in that locker room.
And I
but it
can't
worked.
lie. I can't lie. Am I confident in the Seahawks this week? No, but I can't wait to see what that game brings us because both teams are going to show up to fight coming off of big games.
I am scared.
As you should be. I mean, that's a fair statement to make.
This is the first challenge for the Seahawks are going to have this year.
Embrace that because I told Nick I wish we had the Joe Burrow-led Bengals. That you find more in a team, you find more in 11 men when they have to go up against one of the best that the league has.
You feel a lot
offer.
better coming off a win when you beat a team like that.
If I lost in this fashion to the Eagles next week, I would leave confident and proud of what we just did. Because now I know. Now I know.
I'd throw a goddamn parade.
Yeah.
I would fly myself to Denver and throw a Super Bowl parade right then and there.
Another game, while we're on it, that I would leave feeling great about is this game. This game is arguably up there for Game of the Year on Sunday Night Football, which, as we know, typically tends to disappoint us. It's either a blowout or a very close game that's just not high scoring. This game, we got, the storyline game. We got Micah Parsons coming back to Dallas. They were not going to give him any sort of, welcome homecoming, if you will. Yeah. Jerry Jones wanted no part of that.
There was no video. There was no nothing.
And Micah wanted nothing more than to whip their ass. And let's just say it started off strong with a huge pass downfield to Matthew Gold, and Jordan Love comes out strong. The defense looks great. Dak starts off a little slow. And before you knew it, man, the man that we all belittled, George Pickens, comes out of nowhere. And you can see
picked up the slack.
CeeDee Lamb on the sideline watching his team succeed without his presence there, which is huge. Watching Dak Prescott come back and see, you can see on Jerry's eyes, like, this team means something to him now, and he wanted it to come to this point. And I think both teams, the Cowboys feel like they won because they were the guys that had to do something, and this was just as big as getting that win.
I will say.
Granted, this ruins the win-loss record for them in terms of seeding. Dak and all of them are leaving with a smirk on their face, knowing that this was just as good as getting that win.
I will say, it's ironic that it comes full circle, but Micah Parsons with the game-saving tackle on Dak Prescott.
They marked it as a sack. They did mark it as a sack.
They did.
And Dak even looked at the media and said, there's your storyline. They did it just for you.
Yep.
This game was entertainment. This was reality TV. I texted you guys in the group chat and said 3 touchdowns to Romeo Doubs. What is going on?
Oh my
Josh
God.
Jacobs.
Yeah, you got
Josh
on my
Jacobs.
fantasy team.
Dude, Josh Jacobs unlocked his second-year version of him when he was on the Raiders.
Yeah.
I saw a version of him I haven't seen in a couple
Now,
years.
this is scary for the Cowboys defense. They're the number one ranked offense. The Cowboys have the 32nd ranked defense. Even the Packers, a solidified defense we thought was going to be top 10.
This is overlooked every year, and this is a common thing that I'm not even aware of until now when I look back at a few years. He's always leading in this section of the season. Dak is number 1 in passing.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Dak is number 1 in passing with 1,119 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions.
You
now,
guys
that's
are
not
forgetting that
but
their number 1 receiver, one of the best in the league, sitting on the sideline.
Yeah, and I loved the reaction I was getting on the sideline. This team...
He was there.
I don't want Brian Schottenheimer fired. I need them to give this guy a chance. I see something in this team. I see something in this unit. He has more grip on this team than Mike McCarthy ever did.
If Pickens If Pickens continues to play like this, it was a very good.
My gosh, there was no stopping him. That touchdown in the fourth quarter to tie it up or set them ahead, maybe whatever one it was. Dude, I felt it through the TV. I know that stadium was loud.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my! And then to make Brandon McManus tied up in overtime. That's a very diminishing feeling. Walking away that you're the guy who set the tie. Like I said, the Cowboys walk away on top. I'm going to give the notch to them just because I know that they're walking away. Jerry Jones is walking away saying, we won. Yeah. In his head, and in a lot of Cowboys fans.
That trade doesn't look as crazy anymore.
This tie sets it sets a weird tone for what's going on. Micah coming into the presser, sour, tells you the Packers did not walk away confident with this tie. They did not want that. And of course, no team wants a tie. We obviously know that. But I think it's a different situation we've ever seen with the tie. And this is the second highest scoring tie we ever had in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
second highest scoring. Yeah.
So this is huge, and I think the Cowboys walk away with a little bit more moral victory, if you will.
Cowboys walk away with the bigger end of the stick on this one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They got the bigger side of the
They're walking away with the last word.
But
that's the easy way to put it.
But the Green Bay offense played flawless. Like, you can't
take anything away from them, really.
I'm not complaining. That game was fun as hell to watch.
But
I mean, I can't believe that I sat there for 4 hours and watched a game end in a tie.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not mad, though. I'm honestly not mad.
And I'm going to tell you a story. I get that we're already like 2 hours into this episode. But
this is a good podcast. It should be. It's a long-form content.
I went upstairs, brushed my teeth, got my stuff ready to go right as overtime was starting. I'm like, all right, I'll watch overtime, then I'll just go to sleep because I'm like exhausted.
Oh, I was nodding off during the fourth quarter.
Out.
And
yeah, I kept doing that.
I saw I think Dallas got the ball first, right?
Yep.
I saw them go down, kick
Drive
their
right
field goal,
downfield.
right?
Right downfield.
And then I saw Brendan McManus kick his field goal, and that is all I remember because I fell asleep.
Then you woke up in the morning. It was like a rerun of like, whoa, wait, what?
I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to the NFL Plus music playing with the little logo. Like, what the hell? Are we in commercial break? And I looked at the time. I'm like, what the hell happened? Who won? And I looked on Instagram, and I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, I just fell asleep during like the game of the year.
Oh, you were just wondering how?
Like,
Because I was gonna say when it tied, I'm like, this was
what?
awesome. This was the perfect way for this. I love it because now there's even more storylines to come after this game.
Yeah.
There's more questions to
Oh
be
my
answered
God.
leaving this game.
I mean, we talked about this game more than any of the other ones for a
This
reason.
sets the tone for both of these teams for the rest of the season. I can't wait. We're gonna come
This
back to
game will
and
sting for both these teams.
We're gonna come
Absolutely.
back to this very game come playoffs.
Especially the Packers.
I hope so.
We are going
I
to
hope
be
we
talking
get a
about this
rematch.
very game come playoffs.
I hope we get a rematch.
I'm not saying it's going to be a rematch, but I think determining the
That would be
outcome of
awesome.
either
Could
team's
you
season is
imagine?
going to be
It's
determined
going to
off
be
this game.
detrimental to one of these teams.
I hope Dallas is the higher seed, so Micah Parsons has to
Oh
go
my
back into
God.
Dallas and do it again.
It would be awesome.
Hey,
Dude,
he
I'm
still
telling
has that suite that Jerry Jones won.
Exactly.
for the rest of the season, and he brought the entire family. He had to tell his mom to stop inviting people. So
Yeah. Everybody was wearing a Packers shirt, and I know Jerry Jones hated to see that. He's like, oh, I should have just given him the refund.
Yeah.
well, to end week 4, Nick, bring us home.
So the Broncos and the Bengals kicked off on the second game of the Monday Night Football doubleheader, in which the Broncos took the game 28-3. They controlled it the entire time, but
Putting it
Dominating.
lightly.
I don't know if Gabe felt the same way, but I at no point in this game felt
Flattered.
happy.
Yeah.
Right? I was bitching throughout the entire game.
The pick
Honestly,
in the
you
red
would
zone
have
is
thought
unacceptable.
we were down 28-3 the way I was talking. Like, yeah, that was unbelievable. I don't know what he saw because I've rewatched that play over and
I
over
have
and
too.
over
I heard
and
3
over.
reporters say today, Mark Schiller being one of them, that whatever he threw the pick, I'm not worried about that. No, I am because
I'm worried about that.
because if his intent truly was to throw it away, why are you low pointing the ball to the dirt? What are you doing?
And
The execution.
The thing
but-
is, we played a bad team, so that didn't hurt us. But if we
But they at
play
least
the
played the
Bills,
bad team the way
the
they had
Ravens
to.
with Lamar, the Bengals with Joe Burrow, or whatever team, the Eagles next week, if that happens, we're done. That is it. That is
but the takeaway that I
game-losing
will
play.
say, the separation between me and Nick at the end of this game is what I will say is this. You don't go into Philly next week ready to play anyone, let alone the Bengals, if you don't play the way you did.
Yep.
It's one thing if we win this game and it's 28-23.
Yeah,
or
then
it's
you're like,
28-20. We at least played this game the
And
way
you
it was
controlled it the entire
meant and
time.
expected to be played.
And I know-
the defense did what they needed to do to go into Jalen Hurts and look at him and be like, you're just another guy that we got to get to.
And I think that's
This-
what Sean Payton has to preach.
This gives Bo Nix the ability to walk in next week, despite all the mess ups he's had, and say, I got to go do my job, and I got to play the way I did between week 7 and playoffs against the Bills last year in my first year. This win was more contributing to the future games we have than I think most are going to give credit for. Again, I don't walk away flattered. I expect you to win this game. Understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's
But they
no
need this in order to
happiness.
play Philly. They need this to move
Right.
forward in the right trajectory.
You feel a lot better with a dominant win over a bad team than you would a close win over a bad team.
Dom, before you go, I said this last week. Even losing football games, they're putting up. They said it last night. They're averaging one of the league's highest score points per game.
That's Sean Payton.
20.3, and now it's going to go up a little bit. Now that we got the 28 points.
Yeah.
You're scoring the points. We need to learn how to win and finish these games.
Yeah.
Dom,
Now,
take it away.
I'll put in my 2 cents from a neutral source.
Yeah.
I watched the whole second half of this game, and I will say I don't know what the first half was like, but the second half was
Up and
just
down,
complete
rocky.
domination.
Yeah.
You guys failed to mention that the Broncos offense out-yarded the Bengals
Bo alone.
offense
Bo alone.
by what 400 yards
Yeah.
in the
Bo
ballpark.
alone, his own passing yards
Yeah.
outweighed the Bengals.
The whole
offensive-
Bengals team.
Yeah.
We had the most offensive yards since 2014
With
against
Peyton
the
Manning.
Arizona
Yeah.
Cardinals when Demarius Thomas had 200
Now, take it with a
receiving
grain of
yards.
salt because it's the Bengals defense.
Yes,
but
absolutely. I'm
holy
not
cow.
happy.
So
I'm not
where
throwing a
I
parade
say though,
about
you
it.
got to take it where you can get it. and
Absolutely.
is-
No,
is
without a
that
doubt,
If
without a
Burrow
doubt.
was in this game, then what are we saying?
Yeah.
If Joe Burrow played in this game,
Because even
we
if
wouldn't
he-
have even gotten close.
It doesn't. No.
I
Wipe,
disagree.
wipe that out. But I'm saying if Burrow does play, we then view the defense differently because Burrow was there.
Absolutely.
We then view this whole thing differently. Now we may win 28 to say 13 or 10. You still
I think it
can't
would have been
take
more
it
of like
away.
a 28-21 if Burrow played.
I'm just saying you still can't take away that you beat an NFL team. You had to win this
absolutely,
game. I don't think
absolutely.
people understand. I don't care how shit you are. You have to get wins where they're expected. This was
I
a
was in
must
the
expected
same
win game.
the same boat
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
You
where
have
that
the
played
Saints.
the Saints.
You
Yeah.
have to get wins where you can, and you have to control
Dominate.
them the way you're expected.
You gotta
to.
dominate.
The
against
spread
these
was
teams.
minus 7.5. I expected this.
Yes.
It needed to happen, and if
Yeah.
it didn't, your season's in question. The whole season's in question.
Yeah.
Now, not for my sake and my mental state, because I'm still a little, up in the air like Nick is.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see you play the Eagles now. I am now ready that you're more prepared than you would have been 2 weeks ago. Am I going to sit here and say you're going to win the game? No. But is the chances of an upset more likely? You're damn right it is. Just the pure confidence that gets to leave this. The energy that was in that locker room needed to happen before this Philly game.
Yeah, that has to happen.
It needed to happen before this Philly game. Sean Payton needed to feel what it was like to be on the winning side again, to get comfortable, because I think he was starting to question his own self. This had to happen.
I'm sure he was.
And I don't want to undermine this win because of it's the Bengals.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I will end there with that. I don't know if you've
There was one more thing I wanted to add.
Finish it.
And it's going to be quick.
No, you're good.
J.K. Dobbins, first 100-yard rusher in
yes.
38 games. Latavius Murray did it last week 18 of 2022 when Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson were running the show.
Nick, you said it yesterday.
It's been a long time.
Give him a 2-year deal. Let's get it locked in. And R.J. Harvey, if you keep using the same way, I'll gain some confidence.
I talked so much shit about R.J. Harvey this week, and he shut my ass up.
Oh, my God.
It's refreshing to see the Broncos win some
You know what it
game.
is, and you said it a few weeks ago. Just give your guys carries. Look at what K9 did with 19 carries, or whatever it was that he had.
80-something yards?
Yeah. You have to give them a surplus. 16 carries was just enough to get J.K.
You may not get past the line of scrimmage. I will say I do get mad when we get stuffed. Yeah,
but it happens. You're going to have those few plays.
The explosive plays make it worth it.
And Bo even said it in the presser. The reason he had 300 passing yards is because the offense, or because the run game finally opened up.
Exactly.
I cannot stress enough. You have to have a good run game.
That's what I've been trying to stress with the Eagles.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but usually in the last 3 games, Sean Payton has done this running back by committee thing. He'll throw RJ in. He usually starts for whatever
You
reason.
can't get warmed up if you're in and out every 3 plays.
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy that you point that out? Mark Schlereth said last week, or Dan Orlovsky, one of them came on KO9 and said, at what point do we stop changing the personnel and just let them sit out there for 3-4 drives?
J.K. Dobbins said, I need to get into a rhythm.
Courtland
Sutton played almost every snap yesterday. Thank God.
They want to see Courtland on there for 3 straight plays, not 1 and out and come back on 3rd down when it's 3rd and 16.
They got to come out and learn from the Bucs. The Bucs ran
Keep
Bucky
your personnel
Irving
out there
4 times in a row.
And it works.
Exactly.
We had 5 rushes in a row for the first time in probably 20 years.
Because it's common sense. In a gym, how do you get warmed up? How do you get consistent? How do you keep going your workout going? You keep moving. You don't stop. If you pause and go on the phone, you get cold. You can't let your players get cold.
Every time Alex Palczewski came in off the sideline,
fucking loved it.
The crowd threw a parade for him.
Rightfully so.
And because they knew we're going to run the ball right down their throats. That we did.
I don't care if you show them what you're going to do, because if you execute the right way, it don't matter if
it
they
doesn't
know.
matter.
So I'm going to leave him with this. Sean Payton, you know what you got to do. Carry this over into Philly. I'm ready and I'm excited. I think this is the test. Like Dom said with the Seahawks, this week is crucial to seeing what our team's going to be for the following 10 games.
I don't even think they need to win the game.
No, I just need to see improvements.
They have to be competitive.
Exactly.
I think we're both in the same boat this week. If we see them compete and go toe-to-toe and the point total is so close.
Especially in Philly. We're not at home.
Seattle defense
and it's a 1 o'clock game, short week.
Of Baker's mistakes.
If you're a Broncos fan going to that
game, the stakes are high for both the Seahawks and the Broncos this week, and it's going to be a good week of football. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
But without further ado, Dom, it is week 4 2-minute drill. I gave you 1 less game to do this week. I gave us 5 to call and you 11 to go through. Okay. So let me get my 2-minute clock up. You know how I am with my clocks. I'm not good at getting them going. Please say your normal thing this week.
Okay.
On you.
2-minute drill with me starts now.
That wasn't it, but whatever.
Okay, whatever. Vikings versus the Steelers, where Aaron Rodgers making his MVP case. Not really. But the Steelers win 24-21. Well, Vikings are missing Sam Darnold. Next up, we got the Commanders versus the Falcons, which the Falcons finally do it, pulling it off against the Commanders. Jaden Daniels, you know what I was going for. But the Falcons win 34-27 in a high-scoring matchup. Next up, we got the Texans finally pulling off a win versus another winless team, the Titans, which the Texans win 26-0 in a dominating performance. The Titans fall 0-4. Next up, we got the Panthers versus the Patriots. Panthers coming off, a 30-0 win, just to lose to Drake May. Patriots win a dominating performance, 42-13. Next up, we got the Saints versus the Bills in a scary game for the Bills. I would not be confident, those Bills Nations people out there. Again, Josh Allen played amazing, but still very competitive, 31-19, much closer than we thought. Next up, we got the Browns versus the Lions. What can you say? The Lions blew them out of the water. Lions offense is phenomenal. Amon-Ra still leading in touchdowns in the receiving core, I believe. Lions win 34-10. Next up, we got the Jags in top 10 power rankings for some people out there. Beating the 49ers with Brock Purdy's first week back. Yikes. Mac Jones even held the undefeated lead. But next up, the Jags did win 26-21. 49ers get handed their first loss. Next up, we got Colts versus the Rams, where the Rams win 27-20. Matthew Stafford still ripping it out there, handing Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, his first loss.
Yes, sir.
It's unfortunate. They're on a roll. Next up, we got the Bears versus the Raiders. Geno Smith, 3 picks in 1 game, no touchdowns. He would have had a better QB rating if he just handed the ball off every play. That's all I got to say about that. Next up, Ravens versus the Chiefs, and an unfortunate loss for America. The Chiefs win 37-20. And last but not least, Jets versus the Dolphins, in which the Dolphins win 27-21 over the Jets.
On 0. Pot, you got it in 2 minutes. I did not think you were going to get this week. We'll give you a round of applause for that one. I'm sorry I was a little late, but hey, Dom, it took you 2 weeks to recover. You got it recovered. You're like about a half second there. You could have gotten a little sentence in if you just stayed a little bit of time on the breathing on the Jags game, man. You had it.
Yeah.
You were right there. The second
there.
you tried to bring the Mac Jones thing in, that you took a deep breath because you run out of breath. But you're almost there to get it back to where you were week 1. Week 1 was near perfect.
It was
immaculate,
gorgeous.
actually.
Yeah.
But you're almost there. Week 4, that was a good way to close it. And to close out the episode, we're going to give you our Week 5 pick'ems. I'll give you an update on the rankings. I'm up 44-20. Nick at 39-25, and Dom at 41-23. Falling back down the ranks a little bit, but still in second above Nick. We'll see where things go this week. And me and you have not discussed yet, so I guess we're going to figure out what our bet of the week is going to be. I think we only have one difference, but here we go. Starting off Week 5, we got 49ers going in at SoFi Stadium, taking on the LA Rams led by Matthew Stafford, in which we went the Rams across the board. Following that, we've got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dylan Gabriel, hopefully led Browns. Well, me and Nick, we went Browns.
Yes, sir.
Dom, why the Vikings?
Dylan Gabriel's first start, I think we're going to see something less than what we've seen from Jackson Dart in his first start. I think it's going to be lackluster, and I think the Vikings are going to take advantage of that, and they're going to pull off the win.
like this territory.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they got to bring. Rookies got nothing to lose. Let's do this. Following that, we got the Dallas Cowboys. We're just in a thriller taking on the Jets, who've been putting up the most points I think they've ever put up in, 25 probably years.
Still are winless.
And we went the Cowboys across the board. Staying in the NFC, we got the New York Giants led by their new quarterback, Jackson Dart, going into New Orleans, in which we went the Giants across the board. Our favorite, the Las Vegas Raiders, taking on the Indiana Jones-led Colts, and we went the Colts across the board. Now, this game's going to be a shit show. We've got the Miami Dolphins taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Yikes.
I can't even confidently tell you who I want to win or who I think is going to win, but me and Nick went Panthers. Dom, you went
the Dolphins. I can't count on the Panthers to even wake up for the game. So
fair enough.
I mean, I don't blame you.
This
This
game
is
could
such a
go
toss.
Easily go either way.
I put the Panthers with hopes that Tua is
it
going to throw a
depends
couple
what
picks.
team we're going to see. Like, we don't know what Panthers we're going to get. We don't know what Dolphins
Hey, it'll be
we're
the
gonna
shitter
get.
bowl of the week, and it might be entertaining.
Yeah, there you go.
The game that we've just been talking about this whole episode, we got the Broncos heading in east to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Me and Nick went with our team. We're going to stay true to our colors, the Broncos. Dom, obviously why, but why'd you go Eagles?
Got to pick the Eagles. They're 4-0. I don't see this being an upset. I think Jalen Hurts is your top 5 quarterback, not mine, is going to pull out a dub here.
I'm just hoping it doesn't end up like the Ravens.
I was going to say, all I can ask for is keep it close, show me some improvements, and we'll go
if
from
you
there.
guys pull out a win, you got nothing to lose.
I will throw a parade.
It'll be a good episode next week is what it will be. Following that, we've got a little bit of a dumpster fire in the AFC. We got the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens, who don't have anyone right now. Me and Nick, me and you were sticking with the same picks. Dom, you're different. Yeah. We went the Texans. Why'd you go the Baltimore Ravens, despite all the injuries?
Because the Texans are also just inconsistent. They haven't been able to get it done. I think even the injury-plagued Baltimore Ravens are still going to come out on top. I think Derrick Henry is just going to cross this.
This really comes down to what C.J. Stroud can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Following that, we've got the Tennessee Titans 0-4, pissed off Cam Ward-led team taking on the Arizona Cardinals. This could be the bet of the week between Bear and Big Whopp.
I think it's going to have to be.
It's going to have to be, yeah. Me and Dom with the Arizona Cardinals. Nick, you went?
I want the Titans.
And why are you confident in Cam Ward this week? Why do you think he's going to get it done?
I am going to go with a very similar reason to why I picked Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears against the Cowboys a couple of weeks ago. I think pissed off players and pissed off coaches make good football. And I think the Titans are going to come out with their asses on fire, and they're going to beat the struggling, kind of flailing Cardinals.
You know what the Cam Ward said on presser? They
are
are
ass.
ass. So
He is not wrong.
The point that you mentioned ass on fire just made me giggle.
Is this the bet of the week? I think it has to be. All right.
Literally is the only time we
$5.
pick different.
I've got the Cardinals. You've got the Titans. Hey, let's see what happens.
Hey.
Let's see who gets money in their pockets. Moving on, we've got Dom's stressor of the week. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
I'm
Me
scared.
and Nick, we're taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. Dom, do you truly believe, or are you sticking your true colors?
I believe this is going to be a test for Seattle. This is going to tell me where we really are as a team. If our defense can take advantage of Baker's mistakes, which he has made every game, then we can come out and win
That
this.
will be the key.
We need to see Sam Darnold continue to be the game manager and lead this game and not make those critical mistakes, and we got to get the run game
What
going.
will give Seattle the win this week is when they're in plus yardage field position that's given up by the opposing team. If you're not walking away with at least 3 points on every opportunity, then you are not winning this football game.
Exactly.
That's what it'll come down to.
Exactly.
Moving on to our 4 o'clock slates. Maybe you already might have been there. But we got the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, in which we went the Lions across the board. It burns me that we all took this team, but, to keep the records alive, we got the Commanders taking on the Los Angeles Chargers, in which we went the Chargers across the board. Yeah, I mean, there's no denying.
You don't even have to explain.
For Sunday Night Football, we've got the New England Patriots and Drake May taking on division rival Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, and we went the Bills across the board.
Now the Bills just came out today. Their combined record of the opponents that they've beaten is 1-13. We have not seen them play a real team yet. That's a true stat.
Yeah, but is this really going to be the thing?
This isn't going to be.
This isn't a true test, but it's better than what they've gone against. The Patriots have more wins than all the other opponents.
Yeah, the divisional games always outweigh the other ones. And to really end the week on a
see where the Jaguars are. Sorry to spoil it.
End the week on a shitter. We've got a Monday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs heading into Florida to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, in which we went the
Chiefs across the board. But this is a test for the Jaguars, Nick, to see where they are.
And I think this can happen. What we saw against the Ravens is going to happen with the Jags.
Tua, please prove me wrong.
I hope that for the first time ever, Trevor Lawrence does what he did to Herbo to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Well, boys, that was episode 48. That was our week 4 reactions. We had it all. We had the sad moments, the high moments, the mad moments.
Episode.
Quite possibly the longest episode.
And that's okay with me because it was great content. It was great debate, which is what we want on this show. We are the Turf Talk Podcast. If you ever want to collab with us, work with us, reach out to us, email us at GabeDowdPodcast@gmail.com. That is the best way for any of us to reach out to you or respond to you in a formal manner. Follow on all socials. As you know, we've been ramping up the content, constant engagement. I love seeing it. I love giving it to you guys as we love and appreciating the comments back, good or bad. Engagement that is engagement. That's how you build community. Keep it going. And without further ado, join the huddle and join the talk with the Turf Talk Podcast.